Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Skyllian Rogues. After 2 weeks of break, we are finally back into the action. Finally, it feels way too long to be honest. I feel like it should be. Oh, there you go. Feels like it's been too long. I need to get back to D&D. Need to get back into the groove. But if everybody ready, let me just get the music up. For some reason, I'm not hearing it. Give me my music. Quédeme. Let us. I really need my music. Why? Ah. Hey, this is a fantasy court hearing, so who knows, man? Anything's possible. Oh, let me. All right. Launch the thing again. Ready. And Kita. Voice. Join. Volume a bit and let us go. So, last time, the party managed to escape Miona after all the shenanigans that happened over there, and then while on the way to Todan, come upon a drifter. After exploring the island a bit, the party found a village called Ingramar, and at the center of the village is an old dying tree called the World Tree. One of the guards, Drew Itaba, asked the party if they could go inside the tree and find out what happened to his father and maybe fix the tree in the process. The party did just that. You guys went inside, went through some horrible shit, defeated this blob of flesh, which turns out to be Drake Wataba, Drew's father. After the party finally ended up in a castle in the sky, and after some more exploration, discovered a very imposing throne. So, last session, you guys turned to trying to reach to the. You guys tried to reach the throne. One by one, you failed, either getting flung off by an invisible force or lost the will to push on before even getting close. However, Leatrice managed to push through the barrier and finally took a seat on the throne. While sitting there, she was confronted by this huge silhouette of a creature. You're not quite sure what it is. It's very vague almost, and it approaches you, and at one point it's just directly right in your face, and it asks, "What?" Beatrice said, "I want to know the past, present, the future." She was flung into this almost vision uh type of thing where she's just introduced, I guess, to this boy and a girl, then immediately to an image of a wizard leading a ritual and witch leading an arm. But the whole shebang, the party finally returned to Ingram, where they found the tree is apparently back to normal. They got to prison and released Drew and Hamill from the prison. They were captured because they were under suspicion that they were working with you, who broke into the tree, where apparently there's a set in stone rule where no one should go into it. However, halfway through your escape, you guys decided, you know what, like, we shouldn't just run from our problem. Maybe we should just go there and accept what's going to happen, defend ourselves and everything. So, you turn around and go back to the village. So right now, all 8 of you, including Drew and also Hamill, are locked up under the guardhouse. All of you are in your own cells at the night before the trial. Emmerich had just left after giving you his last words and well wishes. And the night grows later. The partying outside dies down as well. Is there anything you guys want to do before you turn in for the night? Shut up! Somewhere in the distance you hear. Welcome back to D&D, guys. Most of your belonging is like put outside. So what you have is mainly what you have on your body. All arcane focus and everything are not with you. I'm sorry? Roach is outside, you assume. You don't know. After you guys were brought in, you didn't actually know where Roach is. Yeah, definitely. Uh, I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, I mean like they're giving me like really good hay right now. It's really good. Uh, well, there's a bucket on one end. There's a pile of hay on the other. Uh, that's it. There's no window or anything like that. There's only the bar in front of you and the door, of course. Yeah. Uh, a guard desk. So basically, you guys are in a long hallway, and your cells are like on the left and right side of the hallway. There is no guard desk from what you can see down here. What's your intelligence again, Phoenix? Yeah, so remember, Emric told you guys that um you did save the tree and the people that was in the tree. So That one they're gonna reward you for sure. But you did also break their law of not allowing anyone going into the tree. So that's gonna be punished as well. Apparently, they're accusing you now. That's in that no, that is in the real world. That is true. This is not the real world. you you can up to you go around and sneak and try to listen and all that shit. But they're not telling you beforehand. Yeah, basically. This place is so uncivilized. Yeah, I mean I think I remember my studies, but sure, I'll try to answer if you have anything. No, like that's the point of the trial. We need to basically okay. So this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna go in there. You guys are gonna defend yourself, and we have a prosecutor who has the evidence, everything, whose job is to convict you of the crime that you were accused. However, the final decision falls onto the council. There will be 7 people in total. Um, they will basically oversee the whole thing. Feel free to most probably it's on the prosecutor's job to make sure to prove that you are guilty, and it's your job to refute their evidence. I mean, no, everybody knows everybody, so like people try not to be a dick. It's a small place. It's a small place. There's like at most 200 people. If I'm not mistaken, his name was Miles. He's new here. I think he came in like 5 years ago. I think. Yeah. I think it's I don't know. He's very passionate about his job. That's one thing. Like he's one of those people who would really get overexcited in a court, kind of thing. I mean, the trial would continue as usual. If what do you call? If you were convicted, then all of you will get the punishment, including the other guy that escaped if we ever catch them again. But they will have additional on top because they tried to escape prison. But usually the escaping prison bit, people don't really care much because it's kind of like your right wanting to be free, so they don't really punish you for trying to escape. But for they will try to catch you and put you back in prison, but you won't get like extra punishment. on top. Yeah, yeah, entering the tree for sure. But I don't think you guys breaking me out. I think that part's fine. Um, Most probably, but Emmerich said just now the trials mainly for the entering part. The breaking, I mean, if they have proof, it's gonna be much smaller than this. They're trying to make a big show out of this so that big rules like this shouldn't be broken. That's usually the idea. They don't do prison. They might kind of put you into servitude, I guess, depending on the crime. Worst I've heard for this particular one is 5 years of servitude. You most, but this is another thing as well. You guys did help and the town. So maybe you could ask your reward is to reduce the punishment. You won't get any more reward, but you could reduce your punishment that way. Yeah, that's usually the case because after they put a trial, after you were convicted guilty, there's gonna be another, basically a short discussion after that on what should your punishment be. It's gonna be like a proper discussion thing to make sure it's a proper punishment. If you can convince them of that, yeah, sure, you can. well, Well, the point of punishment is to punish you. If you want to do the punishment, it isn't really a punishment, now is it? Well, that'll be a bit difficult to push, especially since the witch is gone. But hey, all right. I would assume so, yeah. Okay, guy, look, you guys are very convinced that the witch is back, but what is this proof? I don't think you've shown me yet. Okay, let me see if I remember their names. Nope, this is the wrong book. Give me a sec. Uh, Focus only replaces material. If the spell does not need material, then you can use it. Arcane Eye, the spell. You should be able to look at it now. Arcane Eye. You create. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, not Arcane Eye. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is Arcane Eye. Yeah, yeah. You create an invisible magical eye. Become a sorcerer. Extend spell. That is a thing you can do. Yeah, like meta magic. You can like increase the range of your spells. I'm not sure about cantrip though, but you can do it for higher level spells. Extend range, cast it on two people at once. Sorcerer. So okay. So you try to cast the spell, you grab onto your necklace, it's not there. They they know about spellcasters. So they take away yes, it needs a material. uh, let me just give one of you seven's character sheet. Who wants seven? Oh wait, I may have seven character sheet. Yeah. Feel free to give it a look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes, he can. I don't think he can. I don't think he can. No? No. VSM there. Do you check? So yeah, seven just become mist and the mist kind of crawl along the ground into Leon's cell and soup become seven again. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, seven has all of his spells. Leon. Alright. Yes. Oh, because you need to get out. Okay. Now he's outside. That using two spell slots. Go on. Yeah, yeah, true, true. That's what seven would do. Okay, you grab onto his shoulder and you go towards your waist where you keep your component pouch. It's not there. Needs an eye. You need an eyelash encased in gum Arabic. If you can make that over here somehow, you can go ahead. Just an eyelash, but you need a gum Arabic. Actually, I don't know. I've heard of it. I never actually seen what gum Arabic is. So the Kira's gum. It looks like crystals. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, acacia gum. Yeah, I guess you need its sap or something like that. All right. Oh wait, I have invisibility this whole time. Oh, unseen servant. No, I don't think. Okay, so you see Seven sit down, cross-legged, and then begin try to cast a ritual for about 11 minutes passed, and as the ritual finished with the almost silent clap, visage of a beautiful elven girl appears in front of him. Kind of like red hair tied to a ponytail, wearing some sort of lab robes or something like that. Just for a moment before the creature turns invisible, and that uh, servant begins slowly walking out of the room, stairs, and where you bring it towards entrance of the room you are in. Oh yeah, okay, you can get there easily. That's fine. Um. Uh. X. Okay. So he sees basically as steps moving up into the first floor. Basically, you do see some torch flickering upstairs, but not much from there. You have to go up to see more. Yeah, he does hear laughter coming from somewhere upstairs, and someone groaning, and you hear coins being dragged across a table or something like that. Yep, steps leading up. That's the only way going up. Okay. 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 So as the moment you reach upstairs, you see kind of like the what do you call reception area, I guess is what you say. A reception area. There's a chair there, but no one's sitting over there. You see the door to the outside, which is closed at the moment. And forward past the reception, you see two doors, one on each side of the room, and behind you is where you hear the laughter. You can hear now clanking of glass and a guy shouting another round, and drops some more coin over there. And you remember seeing the guard that have your stuff walk into that room. think. You regain some spell slots during a short rest. Let's create a small illusion. Okay. 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 Go ahead. Roll. I guess your spellcasting ability, intelligence check. Just see how convincing you can make that against their insight. Yep. All right. So the moment you hear that, you hear chairs falls onto the floor, and you hear someone grabbing some wooden stuff and begin running out of the room. You see two of them run past you, not noticing you over there. Actually, just run past you, opens the door, and running out with the buckets in hand, looking around. Where's the fire? Trying to look out. Where's the fire? They are outside of the building right now. Go ahead, roll stealth check for me. Oh snap! You just walk past them. They don't even notice you. You just, and you are now inside of what looks to be a pretty comfortable kind of resting area almost. There is a central table with some playing cards and coins. The chairs have been kicked on the ground. You see a bare rug on the floor next to a fireplace. You see some chairs and tankards falling onto the floor. And on the far side of the room, you see a chest locked behind a door, a grate, basically. How are you gonna do this? Big wig. You can go in, but I remember you can cast it at a higher level still. Okay. You carry the chest. The chest is locked. Let me see. It's all of your non-armor stuff. You do see phoenixes like the bigger stuff on the outside, but is the small item in the chest. So maybe about shit, I don't know pounds. Maybe about 5-7 kilos. He's weak, right? Oh no, what's his strength? Okay, that's fine. That's right. 15 pounds. They don't see any fire, just so you know. Okay. Okay. Okay, you do that, you hear that voice coming out, and you begin to hear, over there! A bunch of footsteps running around the building, trying to get to the back end of the house. Uh huh. Yeah, can you carry the box? Yeah, I'll say you can. Because you would have daggers and everything, and you would carry it with it. Okay. Appears on the entrance of the room, and you hear noises, and you hear noises like, where is it? Shit, get back inside! And immediately you hear, okay, you run down as well, carrying the chest. Go ahead, roll athletics for me. You don't have to roll high, but athletics. Mm-hmm. It's in skills, yeah. 16, alright. 7 rushes down, carrying the chest. Now you are in front of everybody, holding the chest. What are you going to do? The footsteps outside are now on the front door, making their way into your cell. So, woof, woof appears inside your cell with the chest. Can you change the color? Okay. Okay. You're gonna have to pick one. No, precision is not a concentration. All right. So you create a wall that is just so basically you push the chest towards the wall, and then you create the same wall in front of the chest. Am I getting that right? Okay, your cells aren't that big, so your minor illusion would be able to just cover that. And then right at that moment, you see like 3 guards, all of them carrying buckets and pulling out their swords and walking around. They look around, keeping an eye. What's your spellcasting DC? Because we want to see how good is your minor illusion. Oh, what's your intelligence modifier? 3. So 8 plus 3 plus 3. So that's 14. They roll the 10. So they look around. Nothing. Just maybe some kids are playing pranks on us. Then I guess stay put. Don't escape again. And he puts the bucket, opens the door, puts the bucket on your side, and closes the door again. Yeah, jeez, what did you eat? And he turns around and begins walking away. Yep. Oh no, not again. Wait, why not? Everything should be fine and dandy. Nah, that's not good. I can hear myself just now. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, the thing is not detecting Discord for some reason. No. Oh god, okay, that's why. Speakers. No. Game. Yeah, chat. There you go. Every single time. Now you should be
Uh,
able to hear everybody.
Hello, chat.
checklist, man.
Hello.
No, it should automatically. I don't even have to set it up. Apparently, that's not a thing.
Mm,
But that is fine.
okay.
Now let's proceed. So, What do you guys want to do? You guys have the chest, which consists of most of your basically non-combat items. Like there's no like swords or shield or anything like that. Those are put up on the outside. But all your minor stuff, your rations, your holy symbols, your wands are all in there.
Okay, guys, I got the lock. So what now? I got the chest. What now?
Opening it would be ideal.
It's locked. I cannot open.
Yeah.
Hello? Is it me?
Anyone got a lock picking kit?
It's my
It's inside. Romeo said it's inside the box.
Yeah, it is inside the box.
Okay, so let's break the box.
Yeah, break the box, get the lockpick, and then open the box.
Oh my god.
How are you gonna do that?
Metal or wood?
Is the lock is the latch made of metal or some kind?
The latch is made of metal, yes.
Do you think
Hello?
lightning can break that lock?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
I think she's checking the stream or something. But go on, go on.
Do you guys think lightning can break the lock?
You can certainly try.
You might destroy the whole thing inside.
But you'll make sound though. Wouldn't it?
Hmm.
Okay. Mm, mm, mm.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, yeah.
Oh really? Have you been able to hear me the whole time?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I couldn't hear anybody. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, don't
Oh.
worry.
Phoenix, do you think you can punch the box open?
Do I think I can punch the box open? I can try.
Yeah, but the box is in 7 cell.
Yeah.
I can send it to you.
Can you?
Yeah, I have 3 more spell slots.
You're using all the spell slots for Misty stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Easy.
I can certainly try to punch it open.
Okay, Seven take the box and Misty step into Phoenix's.
Alright. You are over there and
Okay, so I'm going to try to punch the box. Like I'm gonna tap on the box to see like here if there's any
so you're
you know,
breaking
like,
the wood lah.
sorry?
You're breaking the wood. That
Yeah, the wood, not the lock itself, because I
Okay.
know like that's not gonna happen. But like I'm going to tap on the wood, see like if I can hear any like sounds of like any weaker wood.
alright,
I'm
so
going to
go ahead
punch through
roll
it.
investigation check for me.
That's not good, is it?
No, that's not.
Investigation. Hey, not bad.
Hey.
Would you roll? 7. Oh, you're good. Yeah, you knock it a bit. Like, you remember seeing Leon doing this, so you're like, oh, I think this sound is the right one. And you pull your fist and go ahead and roll to hit. Strength check.
Strength, right?
Yep.
Huh.
16. Wait, let me check. I'm not sure actually DC of wood. I think that should be able to break it. Yep, you knock into it and you hear the woods begin to kind of cave in. You punch it 2 more times and your arm just goes through the wood and your hand's now inside and you feel all the various stuff in there.
Hey, and I just like spill everything out from the hole I made.
Alright, so you pull all the items out. It's all the small stuff that you have. So you can just start distributing all
Yeah, I'm
these
just gonna toss items
wands
to
and
and from
everything.
to people.
Okay, yeah, so you got your basic stuff. You don't have your weapons or your shields, but you have your smaller stuff.
Okay, and Seven's going to Misty step back into his cell.
Hey, wait, Seven. Wait, no, wait.
Oh,
Take
okay,
the
huh?
box with you. Like hide the box.
Oh, yeah.
No. I have a better idea. Can the box fit through the bars?
No, it cannot.
Oh, it cannot. Oh
Yeah.
shit, man. If that's the case, to a place I can see. Nah, it's okay. Okay. Misty step with the box into Seven cell. How long does prestidigitation last?
One
It lasts
hour. 1 hour.
prestidigitation lasts up to an hour. How do I hide? Is there any blankets in the cell?
No, there's hay.
Oh, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Before I miss a step into my cell, who has the bucket?
Leon?
I got 2 buckets. I got 2
Oh,
buckets.
okay. I missed this step inside Leon's cell.
Okay, you are
Put
inside
the-
Leon's cell.
Put the box inside the bucket and flip it and put it at one side.
Yes. And I sit on the bucket.
Okay, so you put the chest is quite big. That's why it couldn't fit through the.
Oh,
it's
okay.
bigger. It's around the same size as the bucket.
There's 2 buckets.
The same size of the bucket.
Yeah. So how are you gonna do this?
Phoenix, can you break the box more?
Are you gonna Mr. Step
Okay,
back?
so-
Please step back. if I remember correctly, you only have one spell slot remaining for
Yep,
Mr. Step.
only the last one. The last
Oh
one I
my
need to go
God.
back to my cell.
honestly, like just chuck it somewhere. Really, like
Wait, can't the both of us do something? Like break it up a bit? I mean, it's already broken a bit, right?
Yep.
Yep, let's try.
Let's try
Maybe
and
the
like
two of us
dismantle a bit.
Stomp the box.
Okay, both of you go ahead roll athletics check.
Skills. Athletics.
Huh.
Ooh.
Both of you just. You managed to break the box down into like kind of enough planks that you can chuck them all into the bucket. But at this point, you hear footsteps.
Oh, Mr. Step.
No,
Come on, Mr. Step inside.
I put
Leon
it in a
just
bucket.
seven immediately
flip it over.
disappears, and you immediately go back to your cell. You flip the bucket, put it on one corner, and you just.
and I start punching the walls.
And the guard comes out. Hey, stop that! No, stop.
I'm sorry, I'm sad. That's not punching the walls.
Look, tomorrow's a trial. You can explain everything, that you're the hero and all that. We'll be with you and everything. Just don't break the wall, man. We have low enough budget. I don't wanna.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just calm down with the whole destroying thing.
Okay.
And you go back. And you get some rest. The guard goes back up and disappears up the stairs, leaving you guys now with all your equipments ready for use.
Romero said, now we can break out of the cell if you want to.
And I
Can
cast
we?
invisibility.
Okay. Wait. So are we not doing the trial then? Okay. Wait.
We want to do
Romero
the
said that
trial.
he plays with his Steve's tool.
I thought this whole thing was just to get the evidence.
I know. What?
Let's
No,
just.
I mean, if you want to do the trial, at least we can let one or two of us out to get evidence and do our
No, I
stuff.
know. Yeah, I thought like all the evidence are in the box, like all the what do you call the books we found in the castle and everything.
Yeah, they took my books.
Yeah, the books are in there, yeah.
Yeah, so
have my
we have the
book.
evidence.
What books are you
Okay.
trying to get?
I don't know. No,
I
it's
don't
not
I don't
my
I don't
books.
remember
The
any
library.
books that kind of
Uh,
implicates the witch coming back up. It's just
So
Oh
general
no.
knowledge book.
at least
I
we
just
have
know.
we have the book from wait, let me check. The Albert's journal.
Yeah.
I have the memory of meeting Sandra Lydon. Probably you can get the memory out of me some way, but I think the Albert journal is something that we can
cannot.
share.
How about the I mean I think do we have the journal of that Sophia, I think, saying something
That's-
about Braga? How do we find out about Braga again?
Yeah, so
that was.
that was Sandra. Sandra told me.
Oh, Sandra, okay.
So we have a book from Sandra. From so the first room from when me and Leon went in. There was a journal that said, "Oh, this fight is not going well. I may leave a message in the library." That's where we found the message in the first place. So
So
that's at
we
least
do
two
have evidence
journals.
of a group of people trying to bring back the witch, right?
Yeah, we do have we have evidence that we found found evidence of the existence of Skyllian rogues and of what they are trying to do. And
Okay.
yeah.
So
But at least we can convince them as our punishment we should go after these bad guys.
No, honestly, like I can try to convince if not, we help them in some way. Like the punishment must remain very very minimal, and let's get our reward as more reducement of the whatever sentence we're getting.
So to
Or we
speak.
can even pay them with gold in terms of punishment.
bail.
Let's
Yeah,
be
like
specific about what.
All the gold we have, okay?
we have
Yeah.
what
Unused money.
Let's be specific on um what exactly like punishment that we would rather have. Like let's be specific on our terms for negotiations rather than vague when they ask us about it. You know,
Mhm.
like in exchange for the punishment they let us go okay, let's look at best case scenario and then worst case scenario. Like what's the best punishment, what's the best negotiation that we can get?
No punishment.
No punishment,
And reward.
no
Well,
reward. Yeah.
No reward.
No, the best case scenario is no reward, no punishment, and a reward. That's the
Yeah.
best case.
Yeah.
But I think that's more like never gonna happen case.
Can we get
Not
reward?
that attitude.
Yes, reward and okay. I was thinking like this. Romero is going to break out. As an insurance, let's say you guys failed the trial, and we receive a really unfavorable punishment. Romero can come and break everyone out, and we just run.
So we're going to run from our problems again.
That is as a last case situation. I mean, Romero's breaking out now. Hide somewhere first while you guys do the trial.
Yeah, that sounds
Look,
alright.
I'm not entirely averse to running away from problems. I just think it's mighty hypocritical for you to say we need to face the consequences of our actions, and then if you don't like the consequences, skip
You
out.
run.
Hey, I did not say that.
And again, I'm not against hypocrisy. I just thought I'd point it out.
God damn it, Akira, that hurts.
I'm just being factual here.
Honestly, yeah, I for once agree with the Kira.
What do you mean for once? I make excellent points.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't mind punishment. It's just that I don't want to stay long here. I feel like all of us, we have a lot of things to do, and we shouldn't waste too much time here when
Well,
we
then
can.
why don't you propose
do
that
other
little
stuff.
servitude surf thing or whatever while our ship is getting fixed?
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I mean, we wanted to, right? Okay, let's say we'll stay here. We'll propose that we'll do like whatever labor they want us to do, but until like for the duration that our ship can be fixed.
Yeah, I'm okay with that as well. Like
I
honestly,
feel
I'm okay with
I feel like that should be our best case scenario in terms of
yes,
negotiation.
yes. What do you guys think?
Well, I
Yeah, I
think
mean,
that is
yeah.
good too because our ship is kinda beaten up.
Also, it's
True.
better if like we don't tell anyone about the gold that we found, or like just if they ask, did you find any gold? No, I think the people like there was no gold.
We just found a golden being, but you know that
Yeah.
gone now.
The
I like
only
that.
gold we
That's
find.
I like that. That's nice.
But
Okay, cool.
but I think somebody really should escape from the cell because we broke the box and you guys need a black sheep, an escape good, right?
That's right. We do need a scapegoat, someone to blame in case they get angry at us for breaking in and getting our stuff.
Yeah. Then like if anyone asks where is the person, we say, oh no, we don't know, we woke up and he's gone or something.
No, he just escaped. He just ran away, leaving us behind. You can just say that.
we'll say, oh, he does that. He pulls whatever his name is, you know.
Wait, so who's gonna do that? Who wants to be the scapegoat?
Not me.
But I'm gonna escape.
Not it. Oh, he.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I can make you invisible.
Yep, that would be.
Can you fit through the bars, Romero? I mean, you're pretty small.
I do have my lockpick, right?
Oh, that's true. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, before you go, can you toss me my amulet?
I thought everybody has
you
got
got-
their
you
own
got
stuff,
it.
no? So okay, guys. Good luck on your trials tomorrow. Romero's quickly lock picking the door.
Go
Wait,
ahead, roll
how
lockpick check.
do we contact you? How do we contact you? Oh, we have or sending.
Lockpick.
Or he can contact us. He has the silent speech.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Oh
fair
yeah,
enough.
Ooh.
easily enough,
I
like
want to-
casually, as if the door was never locked in the first place. He just opens the door, needs to walk outside.
And I go to Leon's cell, hand up, put my hand out.
Yeah, so I kind of like tap on his hand and immediately he's invisible.
And you pull out your gamma rabbit and zoop, the guy's invisible.
Okay.
For 1 hour.
I'm going to go out of the room, up the
Go ahead, roll stealth check with advantage because you're invisible.
advantage and stealth. Good.
Wow, that's
is
not
low.
that good,
Still.
but yeah. Roll perception.
Come on, not that high.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh no. Oh
That doesn't
no.
sound good.
The
For
moment
the
you climb
record, I put my
upstairs.
amulet under my shirt, just so
Huh?
that-
Oh, okay, you tuck it under your shit, yeah. You climb up the stairs and up to the reception area, and this time you see a dragonborn sitting on a chair, leaning, waiting.
Oh no.
You gotta pause for a bit, but you're invisible, so you're good. You're good. And you walk up, and one of the floors just.
God damn it.
He turns around. Tries to see. Takes his sword. Begins just swinging in
Oh,
the
great.
vicinity.
Everybody pretend to be asleep.
Go ahead, roll dexterity saving throw as you try to dodge his random swings.
Oh,
Saving.
Oh,
No.
oh.
You just roll for him.
Roll low, man. Roll low.
Okay. I think it was middle class, was it? Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You try to dodge it, but suddenly he sees blood at the end of the his sword. He stands up.
Color
Begins-
spray at his eyes.
I'm sorry.
Color spray at his eyes.
Color spray. Okay. What is the saving throw?
Yeah, I have to roll 6d10 and 6d10, right?
whoa! Is it immediate hit?
It depends on his HP.
HP, I see. Yeah. Go ahead, roll 6d10. 31. Yeah, so suddenly from nowhere a bright concoction of colors just flashes into his face, and while he is blinded,
I ran up to the door.
he's like, guys, someone escaping! Guys!
Just as I went through the door, fog cloud inside the.
And immediately a thick cloud covers the whole entrance area, and Romero is gone. You hear a bunch of guards runs outside and begin hearing ting 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 bells coming out, and a bunch of soldiers begin running out. You hear a not again, kind of runs out with his sword and torch and
Guys,
begins
pretend to be
spreading out
asleep.
into the area. Two of the guards begin rushing down, going into the prison, looking at everybody.
Everybody's sleeping.
Go ahead, roll deception check to pretend to be asleep.
Hold on. Okay.
So is everyone rolling?
Yeah, everyone who is
Everyone,
pretending to
right?
be asleep.
Oh no, I'm
Sorry.
punching the walls because
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
Oh no!
No.
Oh. Nikira, are you pretending to be asleep?
Of course. Actually, can I just be asleep?
Oh, yep, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Can I actually go to sleep?
Okay, then you are awoken up by the loud sounds, bells, and everything that's ringing around you. The guard walks in, looks at you, Leon, squints his eye a bit. Sees, hey, you! Stop punching the wall! The stone don't last that long. Stop!
okay.
Sit.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Elf. What's with the noise?
Apparently one of... Where's this guy? Your friend here. He kind of points at the cell that's empty right now. Where's
Where's that guy?
Which one's that one again? I lost track of who's in what cell.
the dwarf, the dwarf halfling guy?
Oh, Romero. Is he not? Is he under the hay? Did you check under the hay? Maybe he burrowed in there.
He kind of goes back over there, begins opening and begins kicking the hay, trying to see if there's like any secret hole or anything like that. And it eyes each and every one of you. Stay put. He kind of walks away, grabs a chair, and puts it at the end of the hallway and sits there, arms crossed, looking at you guys as the night goes on. You can hear the noise going outside, getting louder and louder as people walking around. Can you even hear like some people cheering, like "Yeah, shut up!" As they try to look for Romero. So, as the commotion going on upstairs, the rest of you.
Can I try and go back to sleep?
Yeah, I think we Gucci. I think we can go to sleep now.
Alright, and
Seven is going to sleep. He is very, very tired.
yeah, a lot of succession of spells they use there. So
While
everybody
pretending to be asleep.
falls down, goes to sleep.
Beatrice.
Are you talking to me?
What? What?
Not in character. Just budge out of my
Oh.
fantasy grounds. I'm
All
logging
right.
on.
How do I budget?
I'll do it. Where is it? Clear owner. There you go. Just close and open character selection. Alright. You wake up the next morning with a familiar sound of tung 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 tung. Someone clanking on the bar of your cell. Wake up. It's time for your trial. Get dressed. We have spare clothes upstairs if you want to change, but we have to keep you in chains, so you know. Okay.
Of course, understandable. We're very dangerous after all.
Doubt it. I know. I mean, like, you're not dangerous to us. I'm sure you're kind people, and I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut now. And he kind of puts the manacles on each and every one of you as you guys as he kind of directs you guys upstairs. They have some food for you, some regular stuff, some rations, and some plain water. They have a bucket for you to just get dressed, get prim and proper, before they lead you guys out towards the basically the courtroom, I guess you can put it. The whole time you see a large crowd around you. Actually, they are cheering at you as you guys go by, and they're just creating this path towards the courtroom area. They're all just basically cheering for you the whole way. Some of them are throwing fruits at the guards, not at you.
No.
Actually, trying to make
No.
you, trying to free, tell them to let go of you guys, but they diligently bring you guys towards the courtroom where everything.
DM.
Yep.
My parents call. Apparently something happened. They need to discuss something with me. I kena AFK for some time, an hour or so.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh,
The lawyer's AFK. Someone can become the lawyer.
I'll come back.
My time has
Those
come.
guys. Yeah. Take the wheel. Go ahead. Dakira. Okay. See you in an hour or so.
All right.
I
So
hope everything goes well.
you have
Yep.
to scream object.
Yes, I'll use every ounce of my charisma, which is not a lot.
all right. I'll disconnect Phoenix and feel free to use both characters, Dakira. Okay.
Or
You
did we get
guys.
a long rest or?
Oh
not?
yes, actually, let me just do that for you guys. Menu rest along. There you go. Get all your spells and everything, and now you guys are marching your way towards the actual courtroom area where the trial is supposed to be. Is it just me or am I not hearing music? I'm very annoyed. Oh. Noise. There you go. Right. So, you guys walk along this path where most of the shops are on your left side, the flower meadows is on your right, and the big tree is there as well. You can see that the tree is it looks like it's never been sick at all. The tree is completely green, completely healthy, and the surrounding areas, the flower meadows, which were once just dead, browning, graying plant, is now becoming more, how should I say,
Vibrant?
colorful. Yeah, like the flowers are rejuvenated from the return of the tree. Even you see on the floor as you as well. Remember when the glow shroom only appears kind of like in a certain radius? This time you can start to see buds of glow shroom appearing in the ground around you, creating this kind of like soft glow in the vicinity. You make your way closer and closer towards the trial room, towards the courthouse, where it's basically a dome, stone structure with the houses of the council members on surrounding it. Basically, you guys are led towards the main area, and you guys finally enter the actual. Inside, you guys are directed to kind of like a long table on the left side of the room. On the right side, you see a Goliath tattooed, strewn across his face and his arms. But you can see he's wearing this very fancy, kind of like maroon-ish robe almost. He has this like a pile of papers in front of him, looking very confident, looking at you guys, nods, and you see on the opposite side of the entrance, you see a long table with 6 council members sitting, already waiting for you guys, with Emric on the far left. And finally, there is you notice there are what looks to be robed figures, all elves, high elves, situated at the 4 corners of the room, seemingly keeping an eye on the. You guys sit down and wait for something. It's silent, awkwardly silent actually. You wait. You wait. And then you see one of the council members. This one was this one. Yeah. You see Tabaxi actually. She has this almost like cheetah like a golden fur with black spots. Looking down upon you, she stands up, eyeing the crowd, and then raising her hand, touching the. Today we are here for the trial of these I was told there was supposed to be 6 people. He looks at one of the guard. Ma'am, one of them escaped last night, so there's only these 5 people over here. And these two as well. They're friends earlier. Right. I hope you are on top of that. Yes, ma'am. We have people. We'll get them. We'll get them. Don't worry. Very well. We are here for the trial of Romero. Is this person here?
I'm afraid not.
I see that. 7. Yes.
Here.
Eliatrice.
Here.
Uh, it's just 7. Yes, 7.
Yeah, 7 is here.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is here.
He's here.
Akira
That would be me, ma'am.
and Leon,
Yes.
as well as Camille Girouette and also Drew Vitaba. Right. They're here to discuss their trial for entering the tree without the permission of a council member, and then to discuss your punishment. The prosecutor, Miles Wrightworth, please give your opening statement. Right, ma'am. Yes. Today we have these 7, 8 supposedly, but 7 people here. People who have trespassed into the tree when it is specifically prohibited for them to not go there. I have some proof over here that will tell them, that will direct them to point them that they are within the tree last night, at the moment where Drew Itaba there provided the distraction for them. So for the first, I would like to call a witness, if you would please. What is his name over here? Gonna goes through his paper.
Apologies. Sorry to I mean I just want to ask you know, I mean, back in my days in councils, usually in trials people would the judge would give us time, you know, to
She's
ask.
saying that normally both sides have an opening statement before going into witnesses.
No, I mean, like, should
No?
ask
Oh.
how do we want to plead? Just saying. I'm sorry. It's probably different here. I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
Well, if you want to plead guilty, I mean, like, go ahead. We can skip all this nonsense right away. Isn't
we
that
are.
right?
We are
I-
pleading guilty, actually. We have no intention of lying about what we've done. We did, in fact, enter the tree. We're not here to discuss whether or not we entered the tree. We're here to discuss whether or not what we did is worthy of punishment. And if it is, what sort of punishment it's worthy of.
He kind of flabbergastedly looks at the council. The tabaxi woman stands up. Well, then I guess it is decided you guys are guilty for trespassing into the world tree. I guess we should move on to the discussion of the punishment. Regularly, we would punish people who trespass into the tree for 5 years of servitude. However, due to your services to the to Ingram, I would be willing to reduce the sentence only to 1 year instead, so that, you know, as a thanks for your. But we still need to punish you for what you have done. I think
we understand, ma'am, the importance of punishment. In fact, laws are, you know, as you know, I'm sure you're aware, it's what keeps society in order. However, I'm sure beings as wise and open to the ways of the world as you would understand that under certain circumstances, certain things cannot stand the way they are. Therefore, we would like to offer a counter proposal of us performing this labor for as long as it takes for our ship to be built and fixed.
the moment when you say like open to the ways of the world, you hear Emric chuckle slightly, and the tabaxi woman looks at Emric and then turns back to you guys. Well, we have our tradition, Miss Dakira. Yes. We would not like to reach on this, especially since this was created to protect the people of the country. And if you have the facilities to fix your ship, then by all means. But you also have, how should I say, the punishment that we usually give is that of 1 year, of 5 years, and reducing it to one is generous enough for us. But we still need to keep a, how should I say, a strong
Appearance?
hand here. Yes, exactly. We need to make sure that any future laws that we have, we need to tell the people that we mean business. I'm sure you will understand that.
I understand completely the rigidity of laws. Granted, my job is more so to bend the rigidity of laws in regards to that, but I do want to bring up the fact of why we don't wish to stay here for the entire year. Our group, our main objective is to try and prevent the comeback of the witch, ma'am. That is why we don't wish to remain here for an
Right
entire
at that
year.
moment, the whole room kind of begins to murmur. Just what you wish. Just in general, even the council members begin to like look at each other and just start panicking. We do not speak that name in this place, if you don't mind. She has brought a lot of pain to the people here, and
I see. Is there a different title under which I should address the party?
usually we do not discuss her matter about her at all. But what
Well,
do
I'm
you
afraid she's
mean the
gonna be
witch is the witch is dead? That's over and
That
done
is
with.
true, but we simply have reason to believe that there are people trying to bring about her return. That's one of the reasons why we left the way we did, the reason we were fleeing from our previous point. My friends here have some material evidence, memories, if you're willing to see them, as to how that may be, but that's our main goal, and that's why we don't, as much as we understand the leniency you're already granting us with the 1 year of labor, we're asking to reduce it further.
Very well. And it turns around to one of the guard. Can you please call the pacifists? And he kind of nods and begin walking away for a bit. We will reconvene in hopefully in 5 minutes. So we have some things to discuss. And he kind of turns to the other council members and begin discussing on this sudden turn of events of what just happened here. And you see the Goliath in front of you, just like, what? He's gonna talk to his associate. He's gonna start to packing up his paper, puts it into a bag, seeing like the trial is no use apparently.
I kind of walk over to the Goliath and I kind of stretch out my hand as a handshake saying, I'm sorry to upset you, sir. I know you probably prepared really hard for this.
No, not at all, not at all. That is my job. Pleased to meet you. It's very nice of you to admit your mistakes. It takes a big people to do that. Miles.
Well, I
by
don't
the way.
think Dakira, sir. And while I don't think what we did was a mistake, I appreciate you and I appreciate you admiring our honesty.
Yes, honestly, it's very important, very difficult to find these days. Yeah, I'm glad that in our village we don't really have that much problem. But
And may you continue to not have such problems.
yes, and kind of leans in, kind of lowers his voice to almost a whisper. Which, I mean, come on, you can't be serious about that.
I'm afraid we are, sir. As much as the witch throws a wrench in my plans, I'm afraid it has to be something I might need to deal with at some point.
Like, do you have like proof of these kind of things? That's a very big claim you're about to make. It that's change
I by
everything.
no means claim that the people who are attempting to bring about the witch will succeed, but we do have reasonable evidence to suggest that they are attempting to do just
Well,
that.
if they're just going to fail, then you know What's the point?
Yes, but best not risk it on the off chance that something does happen. As I'm sure you know, magic can be quite unexplainable at times. And sometimes
Yeah.
just wanting something enough can tip the scales in your favor.
That I agree. And it pushes the glasses he's wearing. Well, we'll see if she's calling the pastor. Not lie. So, oh god. I'm gonna lean back a bit on his chair. As at this point, the guards return with the elven figure that you talked to yesterday. The elven notices you, nods in your direction, Akira, and begins walking towards the councilman.
I'll give him a little nod back.
Yes, council. You required me to be here. Is there something wrong? Yes, we need to ensure that this person over here is telling the truth. Mine. But may I know what is this about? Because the spell do not last that. It is the matter about the witch. The pastor kind of taken aback a bit. I see. Well, I'll get to it. And he pulls out his holy symbol, begins casting spell. Circle of Truth.
Circle.
Sorry, not Circle of Truth. Zone of Truth. My bad. So he walks towards the center of the room and gestures your party to get into the circle. If you guys,
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and step in.
I go in.
Well, I'm just going to restate our opening, and then you can show your evidence.
right. He focuses on the spell, grabs onto what looks to be a symbol of the sun on his necklace, grabs onto it tightly, and you see it glows in this brilliant golden, almost sunlight appearing from the necklace, and a circle appears around you with intricate glyphs and pattern begin to be woven onto the floor, and suddenly with a bright light you find yourself relaxed, calm, and very he turns towards the tabaxi. It is done.
Is anyone else? You're breaking up for me. Is that happening to anyone else?
Sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Again,
breaking up.
me being dramatic and very far away from my mic. Anyways.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
But yeah, the glyphs appear on the floor, and with the bright light, you guys feel that it's difficult for you guys to. It's very easy for you to just speak out. I'm assuming you guys purposefully fail on the saving throw, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell the truth. I'll basically repeat what I said earlier about a reasonable assumption of someone bringing back the rich. Whether or not we know they can do it or is not sure, but we know that they're trying.
Now the room is quiet instead, and all the attention turns to the council, especially the woman, Tabaxi, that stood up. Turns to look at the rest of the party, and now the rest of the councilman is very laser focused on you, Akira. I see. Can you tell me how should I say this?
The name of the group?
Where did you get this information in the first place?
I believe the main keeper of this information is Leatrice here. Leatrice?
How many people are in the room exactly, aside from the council and the
Council 6, the prosecutor is 2, there's 4 spellcasters in the corner of the room monitoring the trial. There are about maybe 10 no, maybe about 20 to 30 kind of like observers.
Oh my
So
god.
a lot of people. And then the
Did-
guards, of
did-
course, there's at least 8 that you can see right now.
Would it help if I blindfolded you, Leatrice, so you wouldn't know how many people there are?
Too late.
Yes. Or if you could ask everyone to just kind of don't look at me. I guess I think that
Cover
would
her
help.
eyes.
Everyone not look at my friend here, she gets stage fright.
Cover her eyes. Cover her eyes.
Well, okay. So I'll close my eyes and I'll stand up and speak to what I see is the judge, although I'm
Alright,
covering my eyes.
Can I turn to Leon and Phoenix and ask them to gesture with my head to like kind of come over here and support like her old companion?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay,
Hold her down.
so I look at Phoenix, like make a hit gesture, like let's go, and maybe go next to her and like
Yeah,
be
like stand on either side of her.
Yeah, I
Support
kind of
her.
because she was closing her eyes. I kind of like that like hold her shoulder, her I don't know which part am I? Maybe on the left side. Yeah, I hold her left shoulder and it's like saying that we're here.
You know, back in my city, we don't have like this public place. Okay, anyways, okay, okay, to I have, well, we when okay, so we went to a place. Well, that's very vague. I'm sorry. We went to we went to the tree and we found um this golden being, right, who turns out to be Drake Vitaba, and apparently he's been studying how rifts are being made and has made a few themselves. And we were somehow I think we kind of went into one, and then we found this castle where a bunch of adventurers were there. I think, and well, Phoenix was actually the one who found the message that was left by by one of the adventurers. If you would allow me, I can show them to you. Okay.
Kind of eyes. Mentally. Fine.
Okay. Okay. So
What is this evidence that
it is.
really
It
tells
is-
you the witch is turning, as you say?
Well, okay, maybe we should start from the very beginning of the whole thing.
What? Malona?
Yeah, well, that's probably the start for us. I think Romero and Seven have more instances of with the witch, and well, the late Asuka, I think he said he really hated the witch. Oh no, I've been saying the witch a lot. I'm sorry.
Just
oh.
say like her, maybe.
Oh, okay. Really hated her, and okay. So I think it for me it all started with Hemel when we found Hemel, and there was and we found one of the writers of the witch. I think it oh no, I said it again.
She who will not be named.
Yes. Okay. Will not names writers. I think she was Lust. We assume she is no longer on this plane at the very least, probably. And and we went to Miona, and that was where we did some adventure stuff like saving a village, no biggie, and um and then like somebody tricked us into a banquet when it's actually poisoned drinks.
just where does this witch came in?
Yeah, okay, hold on, I'm getting there. If you would, okay, anyways, ooh, this is very hard. I'm not used to speaking in front of people. It would help if everybody covers their eyes, but I understand it's kind of not. Anyways,
She's like rubbing her temple, just trying to get through
The guy who
this.
tried to kill us was trying to resurrect the witch, right?
Yes, basically. So we were attacked by undeads. There has been, so in our travels there have been a lot of encounters with undeads, and as we all know, the witch, uh, she will not be named, um is synonymous with raising the undeads and raising the dead, and well,
Yes, but not
I
all deads are with her. You just say you find undead. There could have been some any other necromancer posing to be her.
yes, we are. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. We understand that just because undead is not exactly like exactly equivalent to, oh, this is the witch is doing or stuff like that, but we do know that it's her teaching. Oh my god.
Didn't
Um,
someone see? Didn't someone see the guy who tried to kill us in Malona talking about bringing back the witch? Didn't we see that?
Yes, it was Phoenix. A lot of the evidence that you would need is actually from Phoenix, but if you would like a kind of more concrete evidence, I can bring it out of him. You know, like he can talk for sure. It's just,
The
you know,
memory
maybe
sharing
if,
thing.
yeah, if you would like to see it, I can do it. Honestly, I should have led with that. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. We built up to it eventually.
And how do you intend to show this thing?
Well,
She's magic.
if the cord would allow me, I can cast two spells. Well, one's a cantrip and then there's a spell. To take out these memories into a thought strand. It, if
Strand kind of looks at Emric. Yes, yes, that is a thing that people can do. Let me just gonna steps down from your from his place, gets down to your location. Tell me about the witch as he presses his finger onto the side of your head and
wait.
pulls out a strand from your head. And he kinda puts his hand forward, crushes the what you call crushes the ribbon in his hand, casting a separate spell, and you see his eyes kind of roll back a bit as he processes all the information, and then you see a familiar spell that Seven used last night as a small illusion appears in front of him. It shows the banquet and all the undead that you see. You see all the undeads that you saw during the your escape from New Earth. It shows basically the experience that Phoenix told you about the his vision. Sit, steps back. I think we got the gist of it. Kind of looks at the tabaxi. See, back a bit. She eyes each and every one of you. Why do you think you should be the one to do this? Why don't you just leave it to some people larger than you?
Well, first off, we're seem to be, as far as we know, we're the only ones who know about it.
Also,
Secondly, I believe that anyone. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Beatrice.
no, it's okay. You better at talking. So go ahead.
It would seem that against her, the more help, the better.
That I can agree. Right. You see her mind kind of start running around, thinking, processing the information you just gave her. And where do you plan to go after this to stop this person, whoever is reviving the witch?
Well, I'm trying to look around the group. As far as I was aware of the plan, we were trying to head to what was it, that city in the north of the continent?
Toden?
At last I heard that we were aiming for Toden when we saw this island and decided to stop to fix our skill. As you saw when we arrived, it was in a rather poor state.
Yes.
That's because the person who's trying to bring about the witch also placed a bounty on our heads in his city, forcing us to leave it.
So you're returning back to, where was it?
Same, it's going to, actually, I need to pull up the name of the country. The same country, but in the same island, but the country to the north, the one they're at civil war with.
So you're going to Naisha.
Yes. We
You're
were hoping that
continuing your journey to Todan. What for?
Well,
I kind of looked at the
we
group.
were
I
trying
think that
to
was you.
escape from Milona's our pursuers from Milona.
we were trying to find a place that where news won't travel as fast and
That's
somewhere to lay
what
low.
you were
And
doing. You've been here for what, 4 days, 5 days? What are you planning
yes,
now?
we haven't really talked about it. Depending on if we can get all the supplies we can get here, then we could just probably go to Naisha right away. Honestly, we haven't really talked about it. Could be a very bad plan, honestly.
We were hoping to go back to the same island. That way we could still go back and deal with this issue, but not so far as go back to the exact same city where we're known.
Yep.
I mean,
Of course, I could go back to that city where I'm known. I could just disguise myself and slip the guy a poison, but I think it was agreed that that was not the best idea.
well, Braga is a Vladislav, right? Maybe we should investigate the Vladislav further in Pozil, in Mysore.
Perhaps the opposing side may be willing to help us, considering they're at war.
Your suggestion is for you to do the service, yes, but only until your skill is completed. So that
Yeah,
you can
we can't hear you.
So your suggestion is that you
Still
go. You still can't hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Cut in and out.
You need to eat your mic.
Oh my god.
All right. So what you're planning to say is you're going to continue with our plan, but only until your skill is completely repaired, and then you will go off to wherever this guy. Where is this place?
The island or the country?
Where are you headed next? Is what I'm asking.
Nicera on the island of Puzzle. The city
Nice.
was, I turned back to the HS, was it?
You're going to
Yeah.
Naisha.
So
Naisha's big.
Yes.
Where in Naisha?
Wait, is it?
Hang on, I'm
Hold
looking up the map.
I have the map. I have the map with me. Where is it? We're going north,
can't
right?
find the map.
Dijen? Okay, because I cannot pin inside Skyllian.
Guys, are you sure? It's nice we took out our map now? They know they're going to know we, steal back our stuffs.
No.
we're not
This
going
is out of character. Out of character.
This is Discord. This is not
Yeah. You can again open the maps section, and then you should be able to see
There
all
we
the
go.
maps that are
The-
available to you.
Yeah, it's just
I see
hard
it, Dom.
hard to find after I loaded all the modules.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Tadan. I don't think we were going to go to Tadan. That's its own separate island. Was it going to be Dijen? We were going to.
We did want to go to Todan. It's just with the that was as far as we did agree on. We couldn't agree on the rest of everything. Is all.
Yeah, I think we were actually arguing which island to go to. I wanted to
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
Dijen
yeah.
because it was closer to Malona.
Maybe the
I
Jen.
thought we
Someone
were going
else said-
to Dovastani, which is over the mountains, which is still far from Lona and also close. No? Just me?
I think like one of the suggestions was to go to Naisha and then just go like from the other end of
Go
the
down.
island, you know.
Then we go south.
There you go.
Yep. The Jen it is. The Jen.
West.
I don't know. I wanted to go to Naisha and try and use the Civil War to kill the guy who's trying to kill us.
Yeah, that was one of the
Very
plans as well.
Elegant solution, I think.
Just so you know, the Civil War is in a different country.
Civil War is what?
The Civil War is in Naisha. Naisur is pretty much at peace right now.
I thought it was
Oh,
Naisha
it's
versus
not-
Nasser.
No, it was
No, it's
the
Naisha
two
versus
cities
Naisha.
within Naisha. That's the Civil War.
Ah, this is why you guys need to teach me World of World events better. I know what's going on when I go to an
Yeah.
island.
Yeah, I thought it was between Naisha and Nicer.
No, they
as
have
well.
no connection with each other.
Naisha is a country. Naisur is a country.
Yeah, I
This
thought they were-
country share the same island called Pozil.
Yes.
I know that. I thought they were like at war with each other. I thought Naisha was like this little
Yeah.
faction and
Yeah,
was trying to
it's
break
the-
away.
Yeah,
It's the
I thought that
Seluhui fighting against Linseka.
Let's go to Dijen then.
Yeah, let's go to the Jen. Yep, let's go to the
Like
Jen.
I originally suggested.
Yeah.
So we're
Let's go
going
to
to, and we all break away from our little circle of discussion and we turn towards
Yes. So you're headed towards Dijen, and what do you plan to
Yes.
do there? Is that where the guy that was bringing the witch is from?
No, the guy's in Malona. We're still debating on the best course of action. My course of action is to disguise myself, slip into Malona, kill the guy discreetly, then leave.
But the thing is, we are a small group. If we go to the Milona, we'll be surely be caught and executed.
we
I
need
know,
to
just-
plan
But
better.
if we go to Milona with a force, it will be a full out war.
Where's that sound coming from?
7.
Oh, seven.
Oh yeah. You can still roleplay as 7. Yes.
Like Romero right now.
Oh, Romero is not here.
Ooh.
It sounds like you're saying we need It sounds like you're saying we need to hire an assassin.
Well,
I think Seven's trying to rail people to follow us to help with the effort. I think.
I'm not gonna ask these guys to help us with the effort. They don't want to. They don't want to.
I don't think we should involve anyone else. Anyways, yeah, especially if they don't want to. The last thing we need is
we are
somebody
against-
feeling forced.
we are fighting against her, right?
We
need
are fighting
all
against
the help
her.
we have.
We already
We need.
We're not
we
exactly
already
fighting against
on them enough
her.
tree.
Tabaxi
I'm just
stands
saying-
up and turns to the rest of the group. They kind of have a short conversation hushly, so you can't really listen to what they're talking about. But then she turns to you guys. Very well. We have decided on your punishment.
Oh no. Oh no.
You, along with some our brave soldiers, will be sent on this mission to kill, liberate, whatever that is you need to do. And take care of this witch situation.
Ooh.
After that,
She said the witch.
Well, I said it a lot too.
you are to return and properly continue your punishment.
And
For how
Oh,
long?
God damn it, old man.
For you mean for a year, like, or for the year, or
After you have completed this thing with the witch.
how?
So for now, we will take the liberty of repairing your ship, and I guess kind of looks at Emric. We can lend them it. Yes.
It?
It?
Yes, I guess we could lend it.
What it?
Make sure you return it in one piece.
of course, I wouldn't dream of breaking it.
Oh, what is this? It?
In before.
We will just lend you the Iron
Everything else.
Sparrow so that you can quickly
Iron
leave the
Sparrow?
island and deal with this problem.
We get the new ship.
And then
What is that?
I urge you to return and then complete your punishment. 1 year.
I kind of noticed the bird. You urge us, ma'am. Understood.
There will be soldiers with you to ensure that you complete this end of the bargain. But yes, you guys are sacrificing, putting your lives in danger. Assume you're good people that would hopefully respect our Lord. Yes?
Yes. Yes, we can. Yes, we do.
Alright. I repeat, your punishment is to go to this degen location, find this person who's trying to revive the witch, deal with the matter, and return to resume your punishment. That'll be the end. Court adjourned. Kind of stands up and begins walking, turns to the others and continues the discussion.
I have a question.
Turns to you. Yes?
How about
Seven?
our friend that just escaped?
Yes.
You know the
your
Romero
friend.
dude.
He's asking what we should do should we come across him.
I guess his punishment will be the same, although we will have a separate discussion on his attempt of
Oh.
escape later when you return.
Okay then.
All right, courtroom adjourned. I'd say I did a pretty good job for not preparing to be a lawyer at all.
The Goliath just nods agreed, like, not bad. You being good people really helped, so you know that's a thing. Well, and he turns, and the guard begins approaching your direction. Takes the manacle, unlocks it, lets all of you free. You can pick up your stuff at the guard post, and well, prepare for a
Yeah.
crowd. And he kinda
Let's
leaves
go
you.
pick up our stuff.
As soon as you guys leave the courtroom, Romero is there. Hey guys. How's the here?
Counsel, she's here. No. As the door opens, you see Romero. You actually already see Romero, part of the crowd. Where there's kind of like a path, and all the crowds are just around you and just cheering at your exit. They don't really know what the result of the trial is, but they're just woo!
I hide
Just
in.
cheering in your direction as you basically have this kind making your way through this path in the direction of the guardhouse. They're just cheering randomly. They don't really seem to know what actually happened in the trial room, but they're just like, "Yeah, the savior is over here. The savior! Woo!" Like, yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
And you guys arrive at the guard post where it's much thinner. The crowd is much thinner, and you guys enter inside. All the 8 of the guards, just wait over here. We'll get your stuff.
You don't need to do that. We can get our stuff. Well, we know who it belongs to, so we can distribute it. It'll be quicker that way.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then come follow me. Then kind of walks towards the cell where the chest isn't. Looks at it. Oh shit! Kind of goes over there, unlocks the door. Right. Kind of looks at the other guards. What's the stuff? And the guards kind of look inside. Looks at each other. Wait a second. You can grab your weapons over here. We have your shields and swords and the fuck. And you gotta usher to one side and discussing where's this stuff. And they begin spread out in a mansion trying to find.
Oh,
guards.
Guards.
Yes.
You know the prisoner who escaped. He maybe he took it. Maybe he's the reason it's gone.
Turns to Romero.
Yep. Actually, I did take it and give back those things to everybody already.
Did you leave? Where did you leave Where did you leave it? Where did you put it?
No, my book.
It's in one of the cells downstairs. You can check it later when we were gone.
They kind of look at each other. You're lucky you saved us. Be careful. No, don't do that.
Yeah, Romero, that's such poor tact. They've been so hospitable. How could you do that?
How could you?
Hey, they put us behind bars. This bird you
Well,
cannot reach.
it's a good thing our stuff isn't lost, though.
This bird you cannot cage.
The guys kind of look at each other. I think they know about it. Yeah, I think they know. Okay, then we just as they're trying to say something, Emric walks into the room, seeing you guys just bullying these poor guards.
We're not.
If anything, we're actually like scolding Romero.
Yeah, we've been scolding Romero.
Yeah.
I was trying
If
to help
anything,
you
we're bullying Romero.
Well, I have to say congratulations for your kind of leans against the wall. I mean, okay, look, going against someone who supports the witch. If you're going against someone who supports the witch, it's going to be difficult for you guys.
I don't see how. He's made of flesh and bone like everyone else, isn't he? Just pop a couple of drops of cyanide or arsenic, drop dead like that.
You assume he is alive.
Isn't he? I mean, I turn to the rest. I'm not exactly an authority on the undead, but I am the authority on the alive, and he didn't seem undead.
Well,
Unless they've got some upgrades recently that I am not aware about.
Well, there are some higher undeads that have pretty good camouflage. Also, there are spells and all that. I'm just saying.
What he says does not, in fact, deter me, but it excites me. Oh man, I hope he's undead in that case. It would be an awesome thing to dissect.
You know what? Go ahead. You guys want to do this? Look, you guys are friends with Hamill, so you're friends with me. Just want to make sure you guys don't die out there. Alright?
I'm not really friends with him. So what does that make me and you?
I mean, last time I checked, friends don't put friends behind bars.
Well, I didn't put you behind bar. You put yourself in there when you guys decided to return after finding a way to run away. Because, not my fault, but yeah. Anyways.
hey, Amber, how
What is that sound?
What is
Where's Ted?
Push the
One
top.
second.
Yep, go on.
Oh, okay. Um, how long do you think we have until we get to go?
Uh, Honestly, after a briefing and goodbyes, maybe tonight.
Wow, already. Um, okay. I I want to get some counsel from you later, if that's possible.
Well, I'm here right now, aren't I?
Yeah, well, I don't have the thing with me right now. See, we found some scrolls that we can't exactly read. It looked like something that pre-rewrite, and I
Ah,
was
I see.
it's not exactly with us right now. It's in the ship, and I was hoping you could maybe it could be advantageous for us to learn more about what's happening pre-rewrite.
Yeah, yeah. We can do that.
I have a quick question for you, Emmerich.
Yes.
Since you are from before rewrite, are you familiar with a deity known as Memoriam?
Tilts his head a bit. Morium. No, I don't think I've heard of a deity. Is it one of the minor deities around the world, or
One of the what?
is it one of the more minor deities? Because
Well, this deity would lead me to believe that they're not a minor one, but as of right now, they probably are.
well, don't think I've heard of any memoriam before this. Sorry.
That's fine. I just saw some. We had a vision in the tree. Some people who may have been apparitions or remnants of people from before the rewrite, and they mentioned this god. And I just want to know if if it struck a bell with you.
Uh, I mean, I'm a wizard, pretty studious. I don't think I've seen any memoriam, a god named memoriam. No, no, sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
Um, well, I'm here actually just to tell you, get ready. I'm gonna introduce you to the people that's gonna escort you through the mission. These are elite soldiers. Please don't die and don't let them. Right?
Please don't die, as in, please don't die, we need you to come back to serve your sentence, or please don't die, as in, I would prefer it if you guys weren't dead.
He smiles and then walks out.
I
You
think
know,
he
they
likes
should
those guys.
At this point, we're gonna take a break, and as we return from the break, we will see about these elite guards. All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll take a
Ooh.
10-minute break and we will reconvene.
We
you
get new
know
cannon foders.
Cannon foders, guys. What did I say about don't let them die?
oh, it's
I'm interested to meet this
them.
new batch. I'm interested to meet this
Hello everyone, welcome back. So, right now, you guys make your way in the direction of this meeting room that Emric seems to be directing you. Upon arriving inside, you see a motley crew, all of them wearing have like rings in front of them on the table. They're not wearing them, but they have these. Unlike all the guards that you've seen before, usually they wear a similar style, kind of like a chainmail, leather armor, half plate kind of design, mostly green and gold. But these guys are more, how should I say, ramshackled, I guess. They really do not follow the convention of the other guards at all. You do see some semblance, the green and gold is still there. But one of the guys, for example, the blue dragonborn that was with them, is wearing this really heavy plate armor, carrying this huge shield on one hand, and what looks to be a long lance on the other. And you see this sorcerer wearing a very flowy robe, almost reminiscent of shrine maiden's kind of costume. And you also see this completely hooded figure. You don't really see any of his skin at all. Like the hood covers his whole face, his hands. He's wearing some gloves, so you really can't see this guy. So yeah, there's this motley crew that was introduced to you, and you guys entered the room as well. Emric, leading the conversation, looks at you guys. Please have a seat. You guys will be working together, so I hope you play nice. He kind of looks at each of you. Well, I guess we'll get to introductions. You guys want to start? Looks like your party.
Nothing.
Well, okay, I'm Dakira Vivek. Are we saying anything else, or are we just saying our names?
I know. Let's say skill set, because that's what you guys are going to be using.
Say what?
Skill set.
Skills? Well, I'm really good at slicing and dicing up corpses. I'm good at science. I'm good at problem solving. And recently I've begun dabbling in magic and trying to determine the base corporations of.
You see that the backseat kind of perks up at the mention of magic. Looks at you properly. She's this panther, almost like completely dark fur with a very pink nose and golden eyes. This it's kind of goes what do you call dilated the moment you say magic. And
what was the word she dilated at?
Magic.
Well, magic. Oh.
And next,
I'm Leon Eldricht. I'm a wood elf. I'll be at the back line because I am a ranger, and I feel most at home amongst the trees.
you see the elf at the corner of the room, kind of hearing that, kind of chuckles at herself and nods.
Where else would a wood elf be at home at?
she chuckles. She chuckles even more.
Okay.
Moving on.
Well, you guys can call me Romero Dimitri, or just Romero, or Quattro, whichever to your liking. And I am the master of deception. And I threw a bit of dust in front of me as I said that.
Basically, like, all of them kind of laugh, and one of them nudges at the overly robed character, kind of nudges at him, and he kind of nods, leans down a bit. Next,
I I was hiding behind. Well, I kind of tried to mask my presence behind Phoenix because he's so tall and I'm kind of short. And then I guess I'll walk in front, like I peek a little and I say, "Hi, I'm Beatrice. I do magic, I guess." Okay, and then I
the what do you call, the Black Panther immediately turns to you as well and then smiles. Another magic
The-
caster.
The what?
The Tabaxi.
Okay.
7 immediately comes out as well. I do magic as well. Ignore this stutterer. You can handle with me if you want to talk about magic and everything. Okay. And finally, Phoenix. Yes, I am Phoenix Kuroryu. Nice to meet you. I can strike stuff with my sword and also smite people. And the Dragonborn stands up. Smite people, huh? I guess it's our turn. The name's Soren Daito. I slice people and smite them as well. Nods at Phoenix. And you see a Goliath that is sitting in the middle of the group. The Goliath stands up, takes off kind of like his helmet, her helmet, puts it on the, his helmet, puts it on the table. The name's Phoenix. Phoenix Rightworth.
What?
Oh my god!
Yes, this is gonna be a bit confusing. I know you have a Phoenix. I am a. It's Phoenix. It's different from your spelling.
Interesting spelling.
Yes.
How do you know his spelling? He didn't say his spelling.
Well, my brother was working on your case, Miles Rightworth. I'm pretty sure you've heard of his name.
Yes, we did.
Yes. He's more of the brains, I'm more of the brawn, although I don't think he has that much of a brain being a Goliath. But nice to meet you, gentlemen. And ladies, of course. And the tabaxi that was been staring at you guys just now, sorry, excited seeing all these new spellcasters. I am Lin Su Mei. I am kind of pulls her shirt. It says rolls up her sleeve a bit, and you see her right hand. It looks to be a dragon's hand, completely. I'm snaps her finger and fire appears at the finger. I do magic as well.
Nice.
And the elf that was sitting in the corner, the name's Elena. I guess like your friend here. I'm a ranger. Although I have my friend outside. Her name's Theodore. I think you like him. And oh yes, this is, we call him Lahad. Doesn't speak much, but he's very good at being stealthy. And she grabs some dust from the table and the hooded figure kind of just nods at that. Doesn't really say anything. Well, I guess you guys are all acquainted. It kind of looks at the opposite team. You guys just do all your preparations and everything for tonight, because you guys will be leaving as soon as time will allow on the Iron Sparrow towards Degen. And the Tabaxi just now perks up even more. Over there, apparently you guys will be dealing with a supporter of her, and we are going to
Make it so he can't support her anymore.
Yes, thank you, Dakira. Make sure that we cannot support her anymore. Plans will be up to your discretion. After that, please return. The Iron Sparrow is the only skill we have, so please keep it intact. And it pulls out a bag of coins and place it on the table. 1,000 gold each. Make sure
What?
1,000 gold to each party. 1,000 gold to each party. buy potions, just buy potions, protection, anything. Make sure you guys come back alive. Alright? Don't want any more death to the hand of this witch.
Except for the targets. Hey.
Yes. Do you have any questions? And
I raise
Soren
my hand.
leans forward.
Oh.
Do we really have to work with these guys? Because I think we can handle it ourselves, right?
Oh, funny. I was thinking the exact same thing, sir.
Exactly. Then are we settled? Can we just go on our separate ways? No, because your second job is to babysit these guys, make sure they return after doing this mission. I see. Well, if they're the saviors of this place, they shouldn't be too bad, right?
I resent that. I am, in fact, very bad.
I see. Well, that's not good. But let's hope we can work together.
Romero tak salah. Hey guys, do you guys think this blue dragonborn is the one that killed our friend back in Milona?
Oh shit! That was right.
Wait, which one?
No, Daito there
Oh, he's a dragonborn. Okay.
and blue.
Blue Dragonborn.
Ask him if he has gone anywhere in the past.
Hey, Soren, did you kill our friend?
Oh my god.
Yes, I did. It was very fun.
Wow.
If you don't get it,
You're
I was
kind of a
joking.
bad person.
Can we take a look at your sword? Is it glow lightning?
Pulls up his sword from his shield. Places it on the table. Places the shield on the table as well. It's very, I guess, European style to it. The sword is almost in between a long sword and a rapier because the blade is pretty thin.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's more like focused on stabbing or something like that. Not quite sure. But yeah, the sheath is connected to the shield itself.
Okay, then I'm satisfied.
Ooh.
I thought Dragonborns only use, Dragonborn-ish kind of swords.
Well, I was born here, and we don't really have much options. We have a lot of crafts. I prefer this one. The Dragonborn sword is a bit too flimsy, in my opinion.
Hey, Phoenix, are you going to take that?
Actually, I don't know how Phoenix will react to this.
I thought it was just funnier that it was just dead air.
Just silence for a moment. Looks at Phoenix. Well, we could try to test that out later, but for now, grabs the coin. I'd like to do a little bit of shopping. Anything else, Emric? Oh, I think that's it. Do you have anything you want to ask each other?
I just kind of raised my hand.
Yep, go on.
How exactly do you kill undead?
We hit them till it dies! Sorry.
Really? That's it? That's rather uncouth.
Yeah, that's... They say most undeads can be dealt with that way. It's the higher undead is the one that we have to worry about. They usually have backups. I guess the first things first, when we
Backups.
arrive there, we need to find out what kind of undead this person is, which you really should give us more information, names, and all that shit. Come on. But yeah,
Well, we can do that in the flight over.
we can do that.
Me, and I pick up a coin, I'm going to go to the tavern.
Have you guys ever fought a skeleton naga before? Naga skeleton? I think was its proper name.
No, we stay in here most of our time.
Yeah.
But we managed to fend off some pretty crazy creatures coming up from that tree. Is that right? Slaps Lahad in the back. And the hooded figure, like...
Right. I imagine it was very similar to the creatures we fought when we went into the tree to deal with the problem.
See, that's... I don't know what you fought.
Aspect the Kira's back.
Look at him.
What did you fight in there anyway?
Well, exploding eyeballs, tables that would poison you. This
Bears.
giant gold
Bears.
figure.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh, yes,
remember
there
there
were
was
bears in there, too.
bears, but it's like every time it's like changes.
There are
Sometimes it's
these.
a bear, sometimes we get this kind of like remoras sometimes in there, baby, thank god.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we get something a bit more dangerous, so we try to just whack it until it die as soon as possible. But
Yeah,
yeah,
did you fight that living room though? The the rooms with living walls.
what? Oh, we didn't go
The
inside. If
living
that's what
room.
you're asking, we
The
didn't go.
living room.
We didn't go inside the building. We make sure things that come out stay inside or stay dead.
Okay.
Right. So anyway, I'm going to the tavern to a quick drink. I'll catch y'all later.
Oh, and the tabaxi stands up. I'll join you like that.
As Romero's stepping out of the room, I quickly say, "Oh, we're going to face a dragon," and then just quickly leave.
Mm,
Just leaving the
didn't-
dragonborn in there. So,
um,
you guys scatter? What do you guys want to
I-
do? Yes, Beatrice?
So I
I-
took some of the money as well. I want to do
Beatrice
to
first?
maybe weapons.
What you want to do, Beatrice?
I want to go to the skill, take the scrolls and stuff that we found that was in the box.
Mm.
And then I want to go buy stuff to learn spells with, and then I'm gonna go see Emric.
Alright, so you're gonna go do all of that. Leon, Dakira, Romero.
I'm going to follow Leatrice to take some stuff from the skill as well.
Alright. Dakira, Leon.
Bar.
Leon.
I kind of want to learn how crafting.
You can't learn it in one night, but you can sit.
Is there a way like
Okay.
books or something, or like someone to learn it from?
Yeah, for sure, but you're not gonna learn it in one night if that's what you're asking.
Well,
You
this
can
is a
get you
start,
can
I
get
guess.
basic.
Yeah,
stuff.
info. Like at least I could practice. Like practice takes time. Like knowing something probably not that long, I guess.
Sure. I mean, there are crafters in town. Depending if
Yeah,
they
so
want
then
to teach you, that's a
I-
different story.
Oh man. Okay, I go find crafters in the town.
Alright.
Search for craft.
Okay, we'll start with Leatrice. Leatrice and Romero, both of you make your way towards the ski. On your way there, you see the hooded figure Lahad is just tailing you from behind, and Elena walking along Lahad as well.
Wait, he's following us.
Elena and Lahad, both of them are following you.
Oh,
Elena.
So, why are you heading towards towards your skill again?
We're going to take some things. Money.
Mhm.
Our money is
The eyes twinkle at the mention of money. Go on.
it's our money, not yours. You only get that one time.
I
then
know,
you-
I know. Just interested looking at how much money do adventurers make. I heard you. mention that.
Okay. Okay.
we're not that rich.
Well,
just
we'll
gonna-
see about that. And he just skips ahead, following you guys as you make your way towards the ski.
Remember, you remember stuff in our inventory, right? We have to remember to count them.
All right,
Wait.
so you make your way towards the ship. The ship is as you remember it, albeit slightly dusty from unuse, but you do see two guards taking care of the ship. And as you approach, the guards kind of cross their spears, not letting you pass. But upon seeing Elena and Lahad, they immediately look down and part their spears. Thank you. And begin prancing her way towards the skill. Roach is at the moment at the guard post with all the items that is on him.
So let's say I'm going to take all of our treasures from the ship.
Oh, don't worry.
That-
Like, if you, I'll assume you want to transfer stuff. I'll assume you do that. You transfer.
The scrolls. Like,
Items. For the treasures, I guess you take all the scrolls. Where's the scroll?
We have a cloth bag, large gold bracelet, large well-made tapestry, silk rope with gold embroidery.
Yep.
Ooh. What is the superior crossbow belt? Ooh.
Crossbow bolt.
Crossbow bolt.
But sorry, bolt. Ayun. Ooh, what's a cloth bag?
Close it and open it again. I think you identified all of them already. All right. So, you grab all your stuff. And Elena and Lahad monitoring you all your way through. Elena kind of like very precariously leans over the edge, almost like just actually skipping overboard, like one hand hanging and looking at the damage at the side of the ship. Jesus, you guys went through a lot, didn't you? That's a big hole.
Yep. Told ya we were in a battle.
Yeah, I kind of leaps up again. Well, we are heading back into one. So, you definitely need the Iron Sparrow then.
So wait, they're not gonna fix their ship, are they?
I mean, you have the money. Go and ask someone to fix it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
true.
Oh, okay, guess. Well, let's take the scroll then.
Wait. Leotus, do you know anything about this bag of beans? Oh no, I cannot share.
I mean,
Clicking it doesn't
don't
reveal the item.
know. Yeah, you just click the shield, doesn't it?
Must read the saving throw, taking fire damage. Oh, okay.
I don't know where those beans came from.
Yep, it's one of the loot that we
You
Long time
probably
ago.
know. I don't see the scrolls though. But there are no scrolls.
Did you lose the scrolls?
No, it was supposed to be in like I wrote it down when I heard about it. So, but it's not in. I guess there's no scrolls. Then I don't have them.
Wait, this bag of beans cost 501 to 5,000 GP. God damn it.
No, that's just the standard pricing that the Dungeon Master book gave. I don't use that, so that's fine.
So if I sell this, it won't. I won't get 5,000 GP.
No, you won't get 5,000.
I'm gonna take some more gold without people knowing. Can I do that?
Sure. Although I'm
Let's
pretty
take-
sure you guys agree you can just use your party gold, but go ahead.
Yep.
That's true, but I don't want to face the council again.
The council.
No. The council is for the goals in roaches.
In Roach's
invent-
bag. Yeah.
Yep. This is the ship.
Still,
I guess.
this one is
Yeah, feel free to take, just tell me how much you take, I'll reduce it. I'm not sure if you can reduce it. If you can, just reduce it.
How would I reduce it? Just reduce it in the treasure? Is it?
Yeah, click and change it.
I'll take 226 just to make of gold. Wait, hold on. I can't change it.
Alright, I'll put it for you. 150.
What's the exchange?
10.
10.
Yeah, PP to gold is 5.
Whoa. It's too much. About 500.
Alright, so you grab all your stuff and then you make your way back. Still, Rahad and Elena just tailing you the whole time.
I'm gonna take 5,000 SP.
5,000 SP, alright.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put it in my inventory. What? Okay. And then after I took all the stuffs, just go find a weapons shop.
Alright, so you go shopping for weapons and
Out of the 1,000 gold that we got, how do we split that?
what? I don't know. You took the
From
bag,
the-
so you have the 1,000 gold then.
Wait, from the ship, is it?
No. From
Okay.
the reward that we got. You know, the one that Emmerich gave us.
Oh, I guess we would split it between us, wouldn't we? We have like 6 people. Oh,
Or 6. Leon, Akira, Leatis, 7, me, Phoenix,
yeah.
6. Should we give some to Hamil as well?
Nah.
Is Drew coming as well?
Don't know. You never asked.
Let's just split it 6 ways.
Yeah.
You're
6
giving the
is
money
alright.
each. Put it in your character's inventory. If you lost it, I'm gonna assume you
One-
drop it somewhere and forgot to.
How much is it after splitting it?
100.
1,666.
Oh my god.
1666? 1,666.
So 100.
No, 166.
166.
6.67.
166 gold pieces.
Yep.
I'm rich.
Right.
I've never had this much money before.
Yeah, that is a lot of money actually. Like you could live for 2 months just going on
Yes.
that comfortably.
Yeah. Just so you know, we have 1,500 GP in our ship.
Okay.
All right. So, in the meantime, let's go with the Kira. The Kira, you decided to go to the tavern, and Linsume, the tabaxi, follows you as well, getting a drink along with you.
I sit down at the table and I didn't really notice her until she sat down.
Yep, she just like awkwardly settles down next to you, both hands on the tankard, and just sips it from the side.
Are you trying to talk to me?
Oh, well, yeah, just making conversation. Of course, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Conversation, yes.
Right, and what were you hoping to talk about?
No, don't know, because you say you do magic, and maybe we could talk a bit more.
You want to talk about magic?
Yeah, yes, magic, yes. Glad you brought that up.
Right. Just speak your mind, all right? I don't have time to be guessing what you want.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
So you want to hear about magic? Well, I'm not sure if I'm the best person to talk to. We have 2 wizards, I think, on board who probably would be able to talk to you better about it than me.
I thought you said you do magic as well, and cutting people up. That is very interesting.
Oh yes, well the cutting people up is not related to the magic. I just dabble in coronary skills.
Oh, you're a doctor. Well, the doctor that cuts up dead people. Not a doctor.
Well, in a way, my father sometimes dabbled in the medicinal arts, but fortunately he was also a coroner. So if they ever died under his care, well, hey, they didn't have to move the corpse to a different building.
I see.
Sometimes business got pretty rough. Too many dead bodies, so I had to help them.
Did you ever manage to, use that medical knowledge for healing? Because
I ever
usually
managed
healing's restrictive to the divine casters and everything, So that's on the separate side entirely. So, like, if you were able to manage to maybe necromance it up or something, I don't know.
Are you asking if I ever healed or if I ever raised the dead? Because those are 2 very different things.
Both.
Healing, yes, many times the old-fashioned way, with salves and potions and braces on broken bones.
Magical healing, yeah.
Well, the magic way, I'm afraid I'm not as good at. I can keep you stabilized, but as far as healing you, I suppose I'm better at the broad range rather than specific.
I see. So, but you can.
You see, can I?
Just
I suppose I have the ability. I suppose I have the ability to heal.
Interesting. And the conversation goes on. She's trying to investigate She thinks you're an arcane caster. It did not cross her mind that you're a cleric. So she's just going on
Oh.
drilling you. I was like, how do you actually heal using arcane magic the whole time?
I see. And your interest in magic, is it? Are you a practitioner in it yourself?
Oh yes, definitely. But mine is more less
sort
of a learned thing and more kind of like it comes naturally. I'm just talented like that. Yeah, no,
My
not
eyebrow,
bragging. but-
my eyebrows kind of go up. Oh, a natural sorcerer is what they call you, right?
Yes, that one exactly. So you see, he kind of pulls his
Interesting.
the sleeve apart and showing the red dragon hand on her right arm. So
I would have
you
thought by
see-
that mark. I would have thought by that arm you'd have made some sort of deal.
Oh no! This is I was born with. Well, not really born with this. It was in my 6th birthday, and then my paw suddenly turned into claws. It was kind of creepy, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh my god, it's a dragon skill! It's so cool!" And I could it's pretty cool. It's interesting.
So is your area of magic pyro focused?
Yes, kinda. That's electric as well, but mostly fire. I like to burn stuff. I'm a bit
I kind
of
of
a
reach towards this. I reach towards the scaly arm and touch it.
kind of jerks off a little. It jerks a little bit. Oh, that tickles. Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Can I kind of hold my hand out, like asking her, like, can I hold my hand palm up? May I see it?
Oh yes, please. Oh my. Kind of covers her mouth as she puts her hand on yours.
I kind of start poking at the scales, running my finger along, trying to figure out the bone density, musculature, figure out the
Go ahead,
thickness
roll
of the scales.
nature check, medicine check.
Medicine. Oh, boo.
You are not quite sure because the skill makes it hard to find what's underneath. That's for sure because it's hard, and it is hard like dragons. Actually, it does provide some level of protection as you would expect from a dragon skill.
Do you ever shed like reptiles?
Oh, yeah. It's sometimes. When I get
Does it
too
come off in
big.
one sheath, or do your scales drop off one by one?
It's kind of like the like snakes kind of thing, It just pulls it out like that. It's a bit gross, so I do that kind of like in my own time.
Do you have any old skin sheet scales?
Oh, I don't. Well, I do. Kind of pulls out from a bag and pulls out this nice, well-maintained kind of like rectangular sheet of scales. The scale looks deadened slightly, almost like it's much darker brown in terms of its coloring than red, and it's much softer.
It's much what?
Softer than what you have, what is on her scale right now.
Interesting. So it's almost like a leather.
Quite, yeah.
Were you able to perform magic before you got this arm?
Oh no, I was just like a little kid. I like playing with dolls, a bit awkward with people, and then suddenly, boom! I burned my house down. It was funny.
Oh, you burnt your house down.
Yeah,
Interesting. Must be
yeah,
very
it's-
powerful magic.
Yeah.
So I would say that this arm is the epicenter of it.
Yeah, definitely. Apparently, someone in my lineage decided to fuck a dragon or get blessed by a dragon or something. So I have this.
And if you were to and I kind of keep my eyes. I'm very detached, kind of still looking at her arm. And if you were to lose this arm, would you lose your magic?
I don't know. I would not like to lose this arm. But I don't think so. But yeah. Yeah. She's
Well,
just
if you ever
staring
do
at you
lose your-
intently, actually, the whole time. Just her eyes locked onto you while you are locked onto her arm.
Well, if you're ever to lose your arm, please let me know the results.
Yeah. I hope not, but I will. Right. Drinks. To killing the witch.
Right.
Yeah, just chugs it.
Killing the witch.
In the meantime, Leon, you make your way towards the craft house where most of the crafting happens. And on the way
Thank you.
there, you realize the two bros of the group, Phoenix and also Daito, is tailing you. Both of them not really like looking at you per se, but like, they're just talking to each other, joking around as they seem to be heading the same direction actually.
Hey, hey, excuse me.
Oh, you're what was it? Peon, right?
Lee. No, it's Leon.
Peon, right? So
No, Leon.
Leon,
Yes.
right? Peon. I said. So, what do you? Are you getting some weapons as well?
Um, actually, no. I'm actually looking for a craftsman, a Fletcher. If you have,
Oh,
if
Fletcher.
there's anyone,
You could
yeah.
just ask Phoenix over here.
Oh,
And
Phoenix.
Phoenix like, oh, well, I'm not really that good, but you know, oh, I'm okay.
I mean, do you have some with you? Can I look at what you've made?
I mean, oh yeah, let's go inside. It kind of ushers you guys to the what do you call the crafts house, if you remember, where most of the crafters are doing their work, and Broderick is manning the actual shop. Well, I'm gonna go over there. Let me know if you girls need anything. And Soradaito makes his way towards the counter and begins conversing with Broderick. Let me see. There it is. Kind of walks towards an elderly lady, human by the looks of it. Uh, Hello, Miss Rose. How are you doing? Oh, that's a lot of arrows today. Yes. Can I borrow your equipment for a bit? Just want to show the new guy. Yeah, go on. And the old lady moves aside. All right. Come. You do. So you're a archer kind of guy as well.
Yeah. I mean, this big bow behind me. It's like,
Not bad. I guess if you're using that metal bow, you're pretty strong then. Kind of pulls his bow as well. It took me a while, but I can actually draw this bow now actually. And such strong bow need pretty strong arrows as well to make it really good.
yeah.
And
No,
kinda-
unfortunately, I couldn't lift. I could barely lift my own bow.
Okay. You really need a normal bow. We don't use wood over here, so like, yeah, you might want to get a proper bow, like a non-metal bow this time. But yeah, I can show you a little bit of fletching if you want, but I don't think you can just learn it in one day, to be honest.
Well, I guess just knowing how you do it is could prove worthy. I can.
Sure. Like, so this is how I used to do it. Don't really do it much anymore, but yeah, kind of shows you how he does it. He uses this kind of like metal rods actually instead of wooden stick. Kind of place it. Shows you how he basically make the arrow usable, especially with a steel arrow. It's much heavier than a normal one. But kind of shows you how it does it. It takes a while, but you kind of get the grasp of it. But it's gonna uh, uh, be a while before you can properly do it. And you might need the tools as well to properly do it.
Oh yeah. So when I was looking at him doing it, by any chance do you like have extra tools you're not using?
I mean, yeah, I got my old one over here. I don't really use it anymore. I'll get back. I'll get it from my house. We can meet it at the skill later. I'll give it to you then. So it's basically a blacksmithing tool, but I kind of modify it a bit so that's more of a bow making tool, I guess. I don't know. But, that's that.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
So should I just like stick around and like see what he's like continue like see his work and everything?
I mean, yeah, sure. So you mostly spend your day over there, then just trying to quickly process the methods on
So
how
you're
to
breaking
make
up.
it. So you spend most of your days over there, as most of your time over there, trying to get a grasp on how to make an arrow so that you can actually make it yourself. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So while you're doing this, Romero suddenly enters the fray, and Romero, you enter. You see the whole room crowded as usual with a bunch of crafters, and you see the blue dragonborn on the countertop, doing his thing. Seems to be like bartering with Broderick a bit.
Hello, anybody there? Wait. Okay,
Romero
sorry.
doesn't seem too well. So,
Okay. Hello, I'm looking for weapons.
hey, tiny guy. He's the tiny guy. Saved the world apparently. Yeah, we know him. Yeah. It's Romero, by the way. Yeah, tiny guy. So, what do you need?
Do you have anything better than my rapier here? I put my rapier on the table.
Yeah, this kind of puts a great sword on the table. Oh, pretty good, you know. It hits
But-
much harder than a rapier. I'm telling you. You should
But-
really try this.
No. Well, my tiny arms cannot lift that big ass great sword. I mean,
No way, you can do it. Come on, swing it.
no, I can't.
You okay, Romero?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. All right.
No, I can't. I've tried it
Broderick
many times
pulls
before.
the great sword he can. He's a bit on the small side.
Small side, yeah. This guy gets it.
Come on! All he needs to do is to put his mind to it. Well, go on, you do your thing. Rapier, I don't really have much in stock. I mean, I have different designs and everything, but effectively they're the same ones. I can sell you a masterwork one so that you can actually, what do you call, upgrade it to a proper +1 rapier in the future.
Okay. How much would it cost?
Let me see. If we take the proper this one and we take the crafting cost divided by tax, etc. That'll cost you about I'll say 50 gold pieces would be nice.
50. Oh, okay. It's well within my budget.
Okay.
How long will it take? How long will it take though?
Oh, I have some in stock. You can take it. It's the
Oh.
upgrading part. You might want to meet with Enchanter Mirren actually. She does but it's gonna take a while to make it. So maybe you can leave it here and then come back maybe, I don't know, a couple of months later. It's gonna take a while.
What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. You said you have in stock the masterwork one?
Yes, I have in stock, but if you want to upgrade it to a +1 rapier, you're gonna need to send it to an enchanter.
What's the difference between my rapier and a masterwork rapier?
Well, a masterwork rapier is, how should I say, designed to be upgraded with magic. Because sometimes when things are a bit too forged, it makes it difficult for it to be enchanted.
Okay.
So this rapier, it's effectively a normal rapier, but how should I say it? It's minimally designed such that it can be easily enchanted. Yeah.
Once you're done with upgrading it to a +1, can you post it to where we are going to be? I mean, we can contact you, tell you where we're going to be, and you post it there.
We're on a moving island. We don't really have a postal service.
But you guys do have a teleport circle, right? You can teleport
to
somewhere.
this place.
To what?
To this place.
Oh, teleport to this place. Oh.
And that's not really available for everybody.
Because I don't think I'll be back in a couple of months. Maybe.
Well, you can pick it up whenever you come back.
I think the next time I'm back here is when I've completed my quest. So I won't be needing that.
Fine then. Well, don't really have any way to send it to you. I can send it to some adventurers that come by, but that's the best I can do.
Then they'll take it for themselves.
Exactly. So
Okay then. In that case, is there any other finesse type weapon do you have?
We have a bunch of daggers. Puts the daggers onto the table. Daggers, we have some pretty cool shit. This one over here, and pulls out this kind of like it's kind of like a mini scimitar almost, kind of curved dagger. You tune to this, and you see the magic word. It will ignite in fire. It's pretty cool,
Ooh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have this one over here, a dagger, another dagger, but this one seems very, very plain in terms of design. This one's designed to be able to accommodate a decoration slot, so feel free to decorate it up to your needs. It's pretty cool. What else? And this one we actually have a +1 enchanted dagger if you want. Other than that, there's a different design. We have a what do you call this? A Dragonborn Tanto over here. We have a standard European mini scimitar over here as well. So we got all those. So, okay.
What does the enchanted dagger do?
It's a +1 dagger.
Oh, it's a +1 dagger. How much does it cost?
That one's enchanted by the enchanter herself. Give me a second. Let me do the math. That'll cost you. That'll cost you 400 gold pieces, please. Hello, you there?
Hello. How much?
400 gold pieces.
400. Okay. That the one with the flaming dagger there.
That one's a bit more expensive. That's 500.
500.
Yes. No choice.
Should I buy it though? Do I know the stats? I mean the damage dice and everything of the dagger?
Daggers are 1d4.
1d4, right? And then with the when it is on fire?
That one you wouldn't know. You have to
wouldn't.
try it. You need to actually see it to evaluate it, and you need to attune to it to actually use it. So.
How about the shopkeeper? Does he know?
I don't actually know. I haven't really attuned to it yet. But that's what I was promised you. So it's right over there. It's functional, but I need. You have some spellcasting friend, right? Tell them to check it or something.
Okay, sure. I'll take the flaming dagger there.
All right, 500 gold pieces it is.
Do you have any, magical rapier?
No, like I said, the best one I got is that masterwork rapier. Maybe you could take it, and then if you find an enchanter somewhere else, they could enchant it for you.
In that case, I'll take the masterwork rapier. How much does it cost?
50 gold.
50 gold, and then the daggers, the
That's
flaming
500.
dagger as well.
That's 500.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm giving you 500 in SP, 5,000 SP here. Oh.
All right. Thank you very much. And
And
50
then
gold.
50 gold.
That's a lot of coins.
And then 50 gold. There you go.
All right. I assume you're not lying. Kind of grabs the money, puts it over there. And you're a big guy. Gotta turn to Soren, and he does his dealings with Soren next.
Hey, how do I put the inventory?
Right. Let's see. Romero. I'll put in the flaming dagger later, but we have this one.
Masterwork rapier. Also.
Yep.
Can I sell my rapier, my old rapier, to you?
Oh, I mean, we could trade in for just.
Trading for what?
I'll take it if you. I'll sell the new rapier to you for 40 gold for trade.
40 what?
40 gold.
Oh, okay.
Is that a 50?
Okay. I'll take my 2 rapier here.
All right. Oh, you have 2 rapiers.
Yep.
Okay, then 30 gold.
Okay, 3. Okay.
All right. Thank you very
That's fine.
much. Put it aside, and there you go. Your first purchase.
Okay.
All right. So, Leatrice, you wanted to purchase all your magic shit, so you went into Enchantress Mirin's hut, and then you purchased all the papers and everything, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll purchase 500 worth if it's possible.
Oh, 500 gold pieces worth.
Yeah. Is that possible?
Yeah,
Okay.
that will be my whole stock, but yes, sure, you can do that.
Who am I talking to? Is this
Enchanter
Ruby?
Mirin.
Oh, Miri.
Mirin.
Miri. Okay.
As in like the thing that they put in the sushi.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Mirin. Yeah, I like 500 gold worth. Is that possible?
That is a lot.
I have a lot to learn.
Fair enough. Let me see if I can. Yes. Kind of pulls out a whole crate of papers, puts it in there, tosses like two inkwells in there as well.
Oh my goodness.
And puts it in there. I think that is enough for you. Yep. Places it on the table. I hope you can carry that back.
I think I can. I'm pretty strong.
Alright, 500 gold pieces. You literally cleared me out. I need to buy myself.
Where do you get your stocks, anyways? I don't see anyone. I mean,
We have our sources.
do you have like a teleportation circle somewhere?
Yes, we do.
Is that how you get your sources?
Oh, well, not quite.
Okay.
We have traders that go out and buy the stuff for us. Don't
Oh,
have
so they
to
come
worry
in.
about your delivery. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I'm just curious. I've been wondering how you guys do all of the trading stuff.
We can
Since-
also make stuff ourselves. That is a thing.
That's
we can
true, but like materials aren't of infinite. just what I'm wondering.
Do. We're a small village.
Yeah.
Well, anything
but-
else?
Well, do you have anything else that might be of interest to me?
Well, if you're an adventurer, would you like some spare wands that you can use? Kind of pulls out three different ones on the table. These
Well,
might
I kinda like-
interest you.
Not really. I kind of like the one that I have.
Well,
Although-
that one is pretty mundane. This one over here.
It does the job. I don't really mind. I mean, I think the more the more inconspicuous a one is, the better.
I meant it does nothing extra, my dear. I do not really care for the looks of a wand.
Ah,
This is a one of a magic
Interesting.
missile, and this one's a one of fireball. That's what I'm asking.
So what exactly does it do better than my wand?
You can cast magic missile without using your spells, or
Without
fireball
using-
with this
with-
one.
Without using a spell slot?
Yes,
Is that-
that is the thing that one do.
Interesting. What about the other one?
This one casts fireball, and this one helps with your disguise self. Actually.
Say, if I want the one with the magic missile wand, I mean, obviously I can cast other spells with it, yes?
Of course, of course.
Yes, okay. How much does it cost exactly?
That one will. Give me a second. Let me look at my ledger.
Oh, before this.
This one will cost you. Let's put it 600 gold pieces.
Let's see. 600. I did not do calculations again. 600. Oh my god, that would be all my money. Oh my goodness.
It is a powerful wand. Could save your spell
Sure.
slots when fighting, I guess.
So it would in essence be like magic missile be like a cantrip. Do you mean?
Not quite. There is some limitation to what this one can hold.
So say if I want to cast it at a third level, would it would I would assume this one wouldn't be able to do it, right? Would it
is
be
possible, yes.
but it would take my third level spell slot.
And it will take 3 charges for the wand.
Charges? I am not sure I understand this one.
The wand stores. Okay. This is the concept that you should learn as a spellcaster, alright? It kind of sits down properly. Have a seat. Now, wands like this and maybe many other magical items contains these things called charges. At dawn, usually these magic items are able to generate more charges for itself. This one in particular holds 7 charges. Each charge you can use it to cast a magic missile spell. Every time you can also cast the magic missile at a higher level if you use more than 1 charge. So for example, you cast it with 2 charges, you cast magic missile at the 2nd level. Get me so far?
I think so.
So what do you say?
Not sure. Hey, let me sleep on it. I don't make big purchases unless it's books, you know.
God, there are other adventures.
Hello?
I mean, hey,
Welcome back.
Go back.
everything okay?
Hello.
The wand might be gone. Kind of rolls the wand on the table, caressing it.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I'm not very interested in it. I mean, sure. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'll probably talk with some of my spellcaster friends about this wand. Also, 600 is a bit too much for a wand, even if it is powerful. I feel like.
Your choice.
Okay. I'll just take this with me.
Be
Thank
careful,
you.
don't trip.
I'll try. I'll come back if I feel like buying it. If it's not there, then I don't feel like I'll be at a loss. So bye. And I walk out of the.
Alright, you walked out there from the place. And let's just say after a while of shopping, you guys reconvene back at the taverns. Where you see the Kira and Linsume is awkwardly sitting each other talking about spells, but also like just drinking wine, drinking booze at intervals. Inside, you see, as for some reason, for odd coincidence, all of the other party is over here as well. What? Yeah. They're all over here as well. They find a table. Notice you guys are sitting at a table, so they just joined in as well.
Yo, what's up?
The ceiling. Ha!
Ah,
Ha!
Well,
Anyways.
actually, depending on how you view gravity.
Oh, we do not want to go through this again. So, you got your buying stuff done already?
No, I
Let's get
actually
some
still have to-
potions.
I have to get the real stuff. This was just for funsies.
Right. Get to it.
I'm getting the potions tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. I thought you were like fighting the witch and everything. We should leave tonight.
Are we leaving tonight?
No, we're leaving tomorrow.
I thought this is like an urgent thing. Witch and all that.
Yes,
Kind of.
but things need plans.
Personally, I don't think it's urgent, but I guess for most people it is.
Yeah.
No choice.
Besides, we're still rather tired from the whole tree thing, so that's what I'm doing here. I'll get serious tomorrow.
Grow up. Grow up.
Sounds like a real procrastinator.
I'm not a procrastinator.
No.
I know when to take a break.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't even want to
Intelligent
do half
procrastinator.
this. I didn't even want to do half
Welcome to
this
the
stuff. I
procrastination.
just wanted to find a lake, and I just wanted to fight a dragon to get to the lake, and now here I am on an elf island with a magic tree, about to fight some resurrected witch. Yeah, it's not what I wanted to do. I'm. So yeah, you could say this doesn't rank very high on my priority list.
True. Honestly, I'd like to look at. I'd like to find more information before we do decide to, you know, the, see this person again. Anyways,
Well, if you guys
So-
aren't leaving today, I guess we will go to the ship, prep it, and you do your thing.
All right, see you there.
Stands up. Anyone joining? Phoenix. Oh, wait, I'm joining. Grabs two tankard. I put it in my tab. And both of them run outside to wherever the ship is.
Did they even start a tab?
You don't know.
Those guys are not our friends. They are not with us.
just wondering. When we found that magic box, right? There were medallions. That's like the party's promise.
Yep.
I don't see that in the treasury because that's where I mean when
Oh, your
we
shit
went to
should
the
be.
ship. I mean it's not there. But plus there were scrolls as well.
Is it in my
Not
bag of
there.
holding?
Oh, is it? Okay, how
I don't know. Y'all just put.
I think it's this one. Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just put it into the skill.
Honestly, I didn't like. I just let people put stuff in my bag of holding. I haven't exactly been keeping track. I probably should.
Yes, you definitely should.
people could just like frame you for a thing. The murder weapons in her bag, Your
Dun,
Honor.
dun, dun.
I mean, it's possible. I put a lot of stuff in this bag, and considering my occupation, a lot of them could be murder weapons. Which reminds me, that giant thing of salt that I got.
The giant what? Oh yes, salt. Yes, you
The
did get a
giant
bag
lump of salt I
yeah.
got.
Yep.
Wall 7 is here. I want to pull it out of my bag and explain something to him.
Okay.
All right, is he paying attention to me? I'm like making eye contact, like doing that whole like fingers to my eyes, fingers to his eyes, fingers to my eyes, finger to his eyes. Like
He's like a
focus.
bit ADHD, but yeah, he's focused.
Considering you're my experimental friend, then I let it slide.
Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah,
so-
experimental friend. Yeah.
All right. This salt is made of chemicals called sodium chlorine, sodium chloride, salt, NaCl. Do you understand that?
It's made of salty stuff, okay? Go on.
When a high-powered electrical current runs through salt, it can break down the components to their natural base elements, sodium and chloride. Chloride, when in its gaseous form, is very, very poisonous to breathe in. So, I don't know if you want to keep this on your person or if you want me to keep it on my person, but since you can control electricity, I was considering giving this to you as a portable weapon. A cloud of chlorine gas to suffocate.
But wouldn't it be better if I just zap the enemies with my lightning?
I mean, what if they're impervious to lightning?
Okay, I'll keep it then. I'll keep it. Give it to me. Give it to me.
All right.
So there we go. Weapon. I just assembled a bioweapon. Yes.
Oh my god. Thus start the first reason why salt is banned in wars. Right.
I have plenty more tricks up my sleeve. I just need to find a pine tree next.
Pine
What?
tree. Well,
Shouldn't it be all
there's gonna be a
around?
lot of it at
What
where you
what
guys
what,
are.
what we're going to say next? This is a pine tree. If you run a high current through the pine tree, it will explode.
No. I'm gonna create a Molotov cocktail.
Is it delicious?
I wouldn't recommend drinking it.
How do you not know about the cocktail?
Yeah, cocktails are delicious.
It's a different kind of cocktail. So, what else you guys want to do for now?
Oh,
Hey, guys.
At this point, the sun is setting. The town's starting to get a bit more rowdy as people are returning from their daily jobs and starting to drink.
Can I take more money? Phoenix, I want to buy a wine. Can I take some money, please?
Alright, guys, time to assemble the
The Council of Cash.
Not
Council
again!
of Cash. Okay, let's see
Or
how much.
I can just go back to the skill, take more money.
Romero take everything else, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because you want to move it to the new
Oh,
skill.
is it?
Yeah, because you want
is
to
it-
move everything to the new skill, right? So I'm assuming you guys are carrying all those shit right now.
Oh, then I can just take for Romero. Romero, can I have some money? Why do I feel like I'm asking money from my dad? Can I have money, please?
Is
I
Romero
need
there?
to buy.
Hello,
Oh,
Romero.
sorry. I had my mic off. Why do you need money for? You just took 500 this morning.
I know. There's this one that kind of like lets me cast spells without a spell slot. You know, feels
What?
kind of, kind
And
of.
then Seven said, "What? Can I have that?"
Shut up, Seven. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah. Well, there's more, I guess. You can get some. There's like 3. There was one that lets you cast magic missile without a slot, without using a slot, and then one firebolt, and then the other disguise self. So I what I really want was the magic missile one. So
You can
And,
already cast magic missile, right?
I know, but this one doesn't use a spell slot.
So
You-
how
it
does
doesn't
how
use
does
spell
that
slot.
work? How does that work?
How does that? Oh,
I mean, how do you know
okay.
it's not a scam? Maybe it's just an arcane focus thing. Maybe the storekeeper meant you can cast magic without using components or anything.
But why would storekeepers lie?
I don't know.
Mm.
They need to make money.
They're scammers.
You know, maybe one of you can come back to the shop and then because I was really trying to keep my cool back there. I don't know if it worked. Like I was trying to make it look like I'm not interested, but which is and then it's like I was trying to like match her tone of voice, but like honestly, you guys, I don't know if they like to me or not. So that's why I said, maybe I should come back tomorrow.
But the thing is, you are our magical expert. I'm more the steady.
Exactly.
No, I know. I meant like because I've only really looked at spells and not really like the stuff that you use to cast spells with. So more so I'm not exactly sure if a person is lying. So I'm not the
Yeah.
best observer.
I have a question. See if you're casting without using a spell slot, then what spell slot do you use to cast magic missile? Because that affects your damage and stuff.
I think the wands have charges. So if let's say I think I want to cast it at a 3rd level, then I use some of the charges that's in the wand. I think it recharges everything.
How does it recharge? I mean, do you need to jemo apa? Jemo is what?
Dry it.
Dry it out in the sun, or you need to dip it in water.
I didn't really ask much. I don't.
Yeah, these are the kind of technicalities that you might want to find out before asking money to buy, you know.
Oh, well, I don't really buy anything else other than books. I'm not exactly sure what to ask.
Council of Cash.
Council of Cash.
Well, the money from the skill, I think I think we should use it to repair our ship first. If there is
Yeah,
an
that's
balance.
true. I mean, honestly, it's not really like a big deal. I mean, I like my wand better, I guess. It's just, I guess, having a pretty one would have been better. But it's
However,
okay.
if you're looking for money, we have some treasures in our ship, right? I mean, this gold bracelet, this tapestry.
Oh, I wonder.
Can you sell them to get money?
Not really a good seller, though. Honestly, I have no eye for like how much things are worth. People could even know. Uh, I guess I can try.
Just sell those three things. Maybe you can get enough money. If not, then maybe take whatever balance we have from when we have paid for the ships.
Oh, what about Roach? I think we stored some weapons we wanted to sell.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's some yeah, if you can see Roach's inventory, I think there's stuff you can sell in there.
Yeah, it's Roach inventory anyway. I cannot find it.
It's in
go to
parcel.
Oh, parcel. There you go. Ooh.
but there was this was there?
We have these scarf statuette, cloth of gold vestment.
Oh, I'm gonna take the spell book.
Right, go ahead.
We have silver ewer. We have
I
small
get
gold
the
bracelet.
inventory.
Yep.
Already
I
done?
did it. Yeah, I think it's there.
Yeah, Trish, you can take all of this stuff and sell them and see how much you can get.
Don't sell
Sure.
the
Can I
necklaces,
just
Starbuck.
Yeah, I took it. It's still there, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you took it already, so I'll just delete.
Okay. Yeah, sure, but I don't really have like this magic stuff is pretty heavy. I'm strong, but not that strong.
Maybe Phoenix can come with you with Roach.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can come with you.
Yeah, then you can see if people are lying or not with your zone of truth. Okay.
I'm
no,
not gonna cast spells on people.
I know.
I mean, okay,
joking.
come. I can follow you around if you want.
You have a lot of charisma. Maybe you can bargain as well.
I
Where do
can
we
set
sell
up a shop. I can set up a shop.
now? Oh, maybe we should. Where should we set up shop? Should we set up shop tonight?
I have a great idea. Okay, so right now people are drinking, right?
Oh,
Exploiting the drunk people.
how
we make a makeshift shop in like at the wherever people like where are they drinking? Is it like in a tavern or is it kind of an open area kind of thing, like a Christmas market kind of
Where
thing?
you guys are now you guys are in a tavern, but there is an open market area, kind of like a Christmas market now, where people are opening stalls and selling stuff. But those stalls are closing right now because it's going to night, so they're closing
Yeah.
up.
So let's go to the tavern and let's do the kind of a Malaysian orang miskin thing where you go table to table and try to sell shit.
paddle stuff?
Yeah.
Like, you want to look
you
for
go
the tavern
table to table
Go to tavern.
and
Tavern to
yeah. We
Oh
gotta
my
go
God.
table to table and say, "Hello there, may I interest you guys in my wares?" And being the drunk people they are, we might just get some money.
Ooh, interesting.
Don't. In my experience of drunk people, I don't think that will work, but we'll see.
It's okay. I'll be in the back casting detect thoughts if you want some hints on what is like.
No, honestly, I don't think it's a good idea now that I think of
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Romero's going
Oh.
back to his room to attune to his flaming dagger.
Room. Oh,
Uh,
the ship.
yeah. Where are
The
we staying?
prison
In the
cell?
in the tavern or?
I don't know.
Oh,
We
where
were
are
supposed
we
to leave
staying?
tonight.
Well, I'm just going back to the prison, I guess, prison cell. That is our room, right? Okay. I'm going to book a room in the inn.
Alright, so you gotta
For
book a
one
room
night.
in the inn. There'll be 10 gold. No, 10 gold. 5
How
gold
much?
pieces.
5 gold. Oh god, damn mahal ni.
Yeah, room and food.
Ooh.
Okay, 133. There you go.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your stay. Gives you a
Yep.
key and directs you to the room upstairs.
I'll go to my room and attune to my new dagger.
Alright, the rest of you?
I don't even
No,
need sleep.
Beatrice, do you do you really want the wand or something?
I don't know. I feel like I can do better, to be honest. Like, just to cast a first level spell without a spell slot. I mean, it's really just that one spell. It's not like it can do for any spell. So, you know what? That's okay. We'll hold out for something better. But you know, this is a new experience. I never really thought of like upgrading my wand or anything. You know, you guys went and buy weapons, and I don't really understand that. But
Mm.
I kind of get it. Which is not good, because then I have to like have budget less money for books. That's not fun.
Yeah. So which one? Wands or books?
Uh, let me think about it. I think if I think
Okay, sleep
anymore,
on
my
it.
head will.
Yeah, sleep on it.
Yes.
Also,
Mm.
the 500 that you took, how much have you spent?
500.
Yeah. I spent it all.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not.
okay, fine.
I'm not very good with.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, I did say I was gonna spend 500, so
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of
It's
staying true
okay.
to my word. And like, this is a lot of
Have, have,
paper.
have you learned all the spells yet?
No, I need time.
Yeah,
I
we can
suppose.
spend some time to learn your spells before we go.
Yeah, I guess. You know, if we have 2 to 4 hours to 36 hours to spare. Okay. Um, hmm. Well, I can learn one spell before I go to sleep. You know, I'll go to sleep a little later, but I can learn one spell, I think.
Yeah, go ahead. Up to you.
Okay.
Yep, everybody else, are you guys gonna turn in for the day or is it?
I'm going to uh just turn in, I guess, and talk to people to discuss about the events that transpired today. Which, yeah, you know.
Also, yeah, you weren't there, but you were
Yeah,
introduced to like 5 new people that's gonna escort you through the mission.
5 new people.
Yep,
Who's going to escort us to?
the mission of
What?
Degen. Oh,
Okay,
you
so what's
weren't
the
there
mission?
as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
Watch the video.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll watch the video. I'll watch the video.
All right.
That
I'll
was
watch
an
the
amazing
VOD.
tourney. I just
Yeah.
want to say that
Yeah.
to begin with. An amazing job I did.
Okay, okay.
All right. Uh, so if you guys are staying at the inn, so go ahead, put me 5 gold pieces. Oh, sorry. Not 5. Yeah, 5 gold pieces each.
5 gold.
Wait.
Okay.
Even if okay, I don't even need sleep. Oh my god.
I mean, if you don't
Uh,
want, then you can just sit outside. It's still not comfortable. You're not gonna get a proper rest. Remember, you are resting for that 4 hours. If you're just sitting outside in some place that's not comfortable, you're not resting.
But or you
Fine.
can just sleep in the tree, which
I'll
is
sleep
very
in the
safe.
tree.
Alright.
He is
no,
connected to the tree.
we had a long rest last night, right?
Yeah.
Did I take any damage? Cause my HP is like 50 for some reason.
No, I don't think you did.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Did you add the money to Seven's inventory? The 166.
No, I have not. That is your job.
Oh,
If you
Seven
Phoenix
is
should
forgot,
also do
really
that.
rich, man.
if you don't, then you lose the money. So,
No. I mean, Seven has 171 GP right now.
uh,
Plus 166. He has 337. his own savings. Minus 5, 3, 3.
I'm going to sleep in the stables with Roach.
Okay, you're gonna go to the guardhouse table to see the roach, and the guard kind of offers you like, dude, you can come inside. We have like the guards kind of like beds for you if you want to sleep. You don't have to sleep outside, man.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
guards
really?
beds because
Oh,
we're
okay.
heroes.
I'll take them on that offer. I make sure Roach is in the proper stable so I can
Yeah, it's like a proper stable. They have like enough hay and water in the chow and everything.
yeah, make sure Roach gets all the food and water he needs, and then
It's a bit uncomfortable in the barracks, but it's
No,
because it's
okay.
not a proper bed for people to stay. So you may
Yeah.
stay there just in
I'll chill with the guards and have a chat with
Yeah,
them
there
as
you go.
well.
You,
right?
you chill at the guard now. They play some. You want to join them play some cards?
Oh yeah,
All right.
I'm happy for a game.
Oh yeah, you have proficiency with cards, right?
I have proficiency with dice.
Oh,
if I'm not
dice.
mistaken.
Okay, sorry. I thought cards. Romero was dice.
Yeah, I was dice. My proficiency is dice.
No, yeah, I'm definitely a dice set. Yeah, my
Oh
proficiency.
my god,
Dice
damn.
set as well. Two people dice set.
Yep.
But yeah.
Where's yeah.
I'm sorry, Nikira.
I was just nothing. I was just thinking out loud.
Okay. So you guys rested for the night. Phoenix, just go ahead, roll D100 for me just to see how's your turnout of gambling that night.
Roll 1, roll 1, roll 1.
Yeah.
46. That's not bad. You
Ooh.
kind of gain and lose some, so you kind of end up around. You lose 1 gold pieces, but you have a very fun night.
Okay. So it's alright.
So you kind of chill with the guards and everything. They told you basically the life over here, so you kind of get the idea, the lay of the land, how the people over here look like, and because you being their hero, quote unquote, they're ready to spill out everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you rest for the night, it comes to you, Akira.
Yes.
You're cold.
By cold?
You're cold.
Or I'm cold?
You're cold.
Oh, I'm cold?
If you
That's
find
not
it
good. I
very
don't like being-
difficult to sleep, even with the covers on you. You open your eyes and your breath is actually producing what you call smoke wisp kind of thing.
Oh, condensation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
condensation. Yeah.
Oh no.
do you
Where am I this time?
What do? You are in the room. Looks slightly different though.
I'm in the room. I'm in the
it's-
same room, but I'm producing cold.
No, the room looks different. The room looks more. You remember how the houses over here made from stone? The room right now is made from wood.
Okay, well, I'll put on my glasses so I can see.
Yep.
And
There is there. Okay, again, like the bed is much better made than where you were last night. There is a small flower right beside you that's kind of like almost turning into ice slowly. Actually, you can actually see it slowly kind of like crinkles up as it freezes.
okay, I put on my boots and my cloak of random fashions and request that it turns into a heavy cloak. Does it?
It immediately turns into a shawl instead.
Turns into what?
Shawl.
Ah. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks. I'm gonna open the door and leave the room.
You can't open the door.
Wait, no,
It's-
wait. Does my room have a... Oh, I
It's
can't open
like
the door. Okay.
shut. And you look at at the edges of the door. It's freezing up.
All right, cool. Is there a window?
There is a window. Yes.
I open the window.
You look outside and you see the whole area is covered with snow and ice. Heavy storm and wind is buffeting the area you're staying in right now. And you hear a lot of people shouting, screaming. And above you, you hear.
Okay.
Really big, heavy wings flapping above, and you see a white dragon soar over the city, and the huge shadow it casts. It's huge, like huge, covering the whole town in one wingspan. And with one swoop, it unleashes a breath of ice and hail and just creates this kind of like icicles that juts out from the floor as the breath passes through the main road, creating this jagged wall. And it turns around, and now it's flying in your direction. Now it's closer and closer, and it inhales, and you wake up with a shiver in your body. You're back in a storeroom. The outside is not frozen, but you still feel that lingering cold.
Well, I'm gonna have to start learning some fire spells if I'm gonna face a dragon.
And with
That's
that,
that's what I get from the dream.
that is where we're gonna end our session today, and we'll see what happens to your journey next week.
What did the Kira got transported back to back to Nicer?
This is not the first time it's happened. I have weird. I don't know if they're. I don't know. My assumption is that Nazi is sending me memories, but I don't know why.
Oh, but okay. Don't worry. We'll find out next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. Welcome back to D&D, everybody. After a long time, letting me.
Thank you for DMing.
Yeah.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to next
Thanks for
session,
watching.
and we'll see what happens in DJ.
And congrats on finishing your contract too. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Bye, guys.